Right, are we good? Are we live? I believe we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Today, we are bringing you a massive game from the Serie A. It's table toppers Napoli facing European hopefuls AS Roma. Should be a very interesting game. It's a battle of a team who look formidable in all competitions this season in Napoli. But a Roma side managed by Jose Mourinho are very much capable of pulling off an upset. Of course, I'm joined by Harry. As always, who else is it going to be? Unfortunately, we don't have an Italian football expert. But
I wasn't.
Oh yeah, you are an Italian football expert.
No. But I do know a thing or two. I know it was Mourinho's birthday a few days ago. So happy birthday to him.
Well, this would be a very good birthday present. He was able.
Legendary man.
I mean, this would be sensational if Roma can go to the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium and take points.
I mean, gunning for Europe, it's a big game in their campaign. For Napoli, I think it's just another step on their walk to the Serie A title.
Roma have been helped out a lot in the recent weeks. Obviously, we saw Juventus' points deduction and then their subsequent drop in form. Lost 2-0 to Monza today. Very shocking result. And then they could climb up AC Milan, who were favourites for the title. But yeah, they lost 5-2 today. So Milan in a bit of trouble at the moment. I think Roma need to exploit that and start picking up some points this time of the season. But a game against Napoli today is not exactly easy by any stretch.
They have looked brilliant
every time I watch them. I mean,
every single competition. Champions League tore it up. Serie A tearing it up. They're well on their way to the Scudetto.
I mean, they beat Juventus 5-1 the other week.
But yeah, that was brilliant. I mean, they look like moving outside shot for the Champions League. It's going really well.
I don't think they're outside shot. If they win tonight, they're into the Champions League spots.
Yeah. Napoli. I went Napoli in the tournament. Napoli outside to win
I thought you meant
Champions
Roma.
League. Roma, as you say, no, I think they're pretty solid. They should be nailed on getting into the Champions League. Obviously, Conference League winners last year. Europa League this year. Don't quite know how they're doing.
I can't recall either.
Sure
but I think they went through top of the group.
All right.
So they are into the round of 16, which obviously will be drawn once they've done
two teams that are on good seasons.
Yeah, I think they're both in good spots at the moment, though it does look like Roma will lose Nicolo Zaniolo. And speaking of players, shall we get into those lineups? Yes. And obviously those, then we'll get into predictions then. Well, we're only 7 minutes away from kickoff. Bit of a weird kickoff time. 8:45.
Yes.
But, doesn't really matter. We are, of course, at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium today. Napoli are the home side, and they line up with Alex Mere between the sticks. He's been dependable this season. Mere, really, really strong.
Bench goalkeeper to really shine through.
They've really rated him, but he's done really, really well this season. Then it is a flat four of captain Di Lorenzo, Rahmani, Kim, and Rui. Very solid defence. They've barely conceded this season. 14 goals conceded in 19 games. Insane numbers that this Napoli team are putting up. Then the midfield three of Zambo Anguissa, a Premier League reject, Stanislav Lobotka, and Piotr Zielinski.
Really solid.
Very solid midfield three. Zielinski, as we know, is a very talented player. We saw that at the World Cup. And then Lozano on the right, Kvaratskhelia, who is tearing apart Europe this season on the left, and Victor Osimhen leading the line.
I mean, brilliant.
It's an unsurprisingly strong Napoli team.
We've seen Zambo Anguissa running things in the midfield, and Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen have looked brilliant.
Yeah, as for the Roma team, it's also very strong. They've got Rui Patricio between the sticks. They line up with a three-back of Mancini, Smalling and Ibanez, with Spinazzola and Zalewski providing the width. Then you have got a pivot of Matic and Cristante, Dybala on the left, captain Lorenzo Pellegrini on the right, and Tammy Abraham, former Chelsea striker, leading the line.
Zaniolo, which I guess could be saying, do they need him?
I don't think they do. So he's not even in the squad today, Nicolo Zaniolo. I don't think they do. I think Pellegrini is an adequate replacement on the right. In fact, a very good replacement. I'd argue a better player
and to be honest,
than Zaniolo.
Roma side, very strong, very good. And I think it does help. Having seen it actually live under Mourinho, the way it plays, you can really understand how it works. And it works really well. And I think they can challenge Napoli tonight if they're on their game.
Yeah, certainly. But they're going to have to be on their game.
Yes.
This Napoli side are incredibly strong. You've got to be wary of Kvaratskhelia. He's the big one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looked brilliant.
He's the big
this
threat,
season.
especially when you play a three-back. He's going to have a lot of space in behind Spinazzola, and I think if who's on the right for right centre half, Mancini. If Mancini's not getting across quick enough, if he's not constantly on Kvaratskhelia, then Kvaratskhelia is going to have a lot of room to work with.
Yeah,
and that's not something you want to see, obviously.
But I think it's going to be a good game. I think it'll be a close game. But the one thing what I love about Serie A is you see goals. So I'm expecting quite a few tonight.
Yeah, by the way, before we get into kick-off and before then even our predictions, I just want to welcome to the stream. We've got XZ in chat, we've got Wilmon, and we've got Chelsea fan as well. So a lot of people tuning in for this very exciting clash in the Serie A. Wilmon with L for Juventus, 2-0 to Monza. Oh dear. Yeah, Juventus are in a lot of trouble at the moment.
And you've got to think, come summer, even in January, people are going to be buying their players. Players are going to want to leave. That's pretty cool from Daniel Asati.
Throwing the ball up. Yeah, it is a shame that Napoli aren't in their Valentine's Day kit today.
Yeah, as I say, I missed out on that
one. Their away kit. So, yeah, they're back into the home strip today.
Also, that's one thing I have noticed they do in Serie A, is they have the opposition's mascots.
Yeah, interesting.
You don't, in the Premier League, you get that. Yeah, quite nice from the Serie A. But this today, I'm expecting a really good game.
Predictions then. What are you thinking? Are we going to go for the big upset? Are we going to go say that Roma could beat this Napoli side? Or are we going to go with
I don't think they'll beat
the
them.
favourites,
I
Napoli?
think it'll be close though. That one man there, Paulo Dybala, I'm really looking forward to seeing tonight. He's looked really good since joining Roma.
Yeah, he looks sensational. The other evening, it was... Who did they play last weekend? Can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember seeing it. He got like a double.
I think it'll be a close game, but I think Napoli will come out top. I'm going to go 3-2 Napoli.
Well, Spezia, he got man of the match. Double assist, sorry, not 2 goals.
Yeah, I'll go 3-2 Napoli. Roma goals from Dybala and Tammy Abraham.
3-2, wow, what a cracker.
And then Napoli goals, 1 from Kvaratskhelia, 1 from Osimhen, and 1 from Piotr Zielinski.
Yeah, I mean, just to look at Dybala's form, then he scored the match winner against Genoa. He scored 2 as they beat Fiorentina, and then he was the man of the match as he picked up 2 assists as they beat Spezia. So he is coming into this game in great form. Will that have a difference? I think it will make some difference. I think Roma are going to get a win here.
Wow.
I think they're going to pull it off. I am going to go 3-1 Roma. I think, obviously, we know Mourinho famed for being able to park the bus effectively. And if they set up defensively strong tonight, there's every chance they can get something good out of this game.
Enough.
I'm going to go 3-1. I think Kvaratskhelia will get a goal. Regardless of how well Roma play, he is just incredible. And then I'm going to go Dybala 2 and Tammy Abraham with a third. Roma 3-1.
Fair enough. If there was one team that are probably gonna beat Napoli this season, it's probably gonna be this Roma side. As you say, Jose Mourinho just finds, gets his team to perform whenever they need to.
I would back Atalanta on form.
Yeah,
I think Ademola Lookman looks absolutely mint.
He's got 7 goals in his last 4.
He's been firing. Yeah, it's a shame we never really saw him perform well in the Premier League. I think there's definitely talent there with him, but yeah. What was the stream at King Amar? Thought opinions on Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea. I presume that's what you've meant to say, rather than onions on Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea. But in terms of opinions, I think if it does happen, it's a magnificent bit of business. I think 120 was a little bit of an overpay, but
good player though.
He's a fantastic player. He's exactly what Chelsea needs. So I'm not too bothered if we overpay.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much chance. Unlike a lot of the forwards we've seen come in and struggle, I don't think there's much chance of him struggling to adapt. We're not getting Enzo, as a Chelsea fan. I'm not 100% sure we will. Either way, but if we get him, I'm happy. If we don't, I'm content. I'm not like if we get him, buzzing. But I'm not. After getting my hopes up earlier in the window, I'd rather be elated that it does happen rather than disappointed that it doesn't. So, yeah, that's what I think that could happen. Most pundits agree Liverpool won't get top 4 despite having a game in hand. If they won the game in hand, they'd be 8 points closer to the top 4 than Juventus. Yeah, Juventus, though, won't get top 4.
Yeah, Juventus.
Juventus aren't getting European football.
I think there's more chance of Juventus getting relegated.
Oh, yeah, if they keep up at this form. Just got battered 2-0 by Monza, and it was convincing as well. I've watched some of the...
Monza could have 3.
They definitely could have, yeah. But
yeah, Liverpool out of it. I think Liverpool and Chelsea won't get top 4 this year. I still think they'll get Europe, but they won't get top 4.
Also, can we talk about Kawara Mitoma? That guy is so good. The composure, when he brought it down and then volleys it home, it's just sensational.
I think they could win the FA Cup,
Well, Brighton?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see it. Really would love to see it.
United left in it could be tough, but...
Yeah.
Obviously, Wrexham.
And Tottenham, don't forget that.
Yeah, sorry. Probably should about Wrexham. Brilliant.
Probably should, but we are about to get underway here, so probably should mention the game at hand. Napoli host Roma. Daniel Asato's the referee. Thank God he is, because I don't know any other Italian refs. And we are about to get underway here at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. I think he's the only Italian referee. Like we've watched so many Serie A games now on stream. Only ever seen Daniele Assato, and we are now underway here in Naples. Roma pumping it long to get us started. Ball is intercepted though, but Roma then win it back. Zalewski, Cristante, ball over the top. Abraham thought he was in behind,
already, are they?
but Mary collects it well. I reckon 4-1 Napoli's going well. I don't know who'll score for Napoli, but Dybala will score his class. You're spot on there, Will.
Everyone's gone for goals, and hopefully they deliver.
Really?
No, enough. So all these Serie A games that have got loads of goals, it's probably like 1-0 or 1-1.
So the poll chat, it's very much in the balance. 11 votes so far. It's split by 1. It's 55% Roma, 45% Napoli. Make sure to have your say if you haven't already, and get a score prediction in chat if you want to get involved.
I know, obviously, we're talking about Serie A tonight, but do want to mention that Wrexham game.
Yeah.
Really good performance from them. They're going...
It's a shame they didn't get the win. I think they deserved it.
They should have. Really good performance. Obviously, they'll get a nice little away trip to Sheffield.
Yeah. Zalewski now with the throw on the near side. I think Zalewski's someone I've only really become aware of over the last year, but he's a fantastic player.
I only got used to him because I managed Roma on Foot Manager.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, I think he's quite an unsung hero of this Roma side.
He's a talented player. I never was made aware of him until earlier this season, I think it was. Obviously, he played at the World Cup, and decent little player. Cristante wins the header. Yeah, for Poland. Who did you think he was playing for?
I don't know, I forgot. Smalling. This is what I love about Serie A. I think
you just get these players you haven't seen for a while. Spinazzola.
Like Premier League, people that don't cut it in the Premier League anymore just go like Smalling, Zambo and Gisa in this game.
Knocks it back. Roger Ibanez, I believe this is, out wide. Spinazzola can attack down this left-hand side, loses possession though, and now Lobotka picks it up. Napoli coming forward with it, Zambo Anguissa. He's looked sensational this season as well. Another player who didn't really ever adapt to the Premier League, comes across to the Serie A, and it's much more to his pace, to his style. Mario Rui, ball forwards, but Chris Smalling cuts it out, stops it getting a Victor Osimhen.
It's good from Smalling.
Yeah, he's looked sensational since he's joined the Serie A. I guess it just never really worked out for him at United.
Yeah.
But clearly Mourinho has always rated him. If not, why would he have brought him to Roma?
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe showing that the Premier League is just maybe a step above him, but he has looked really, really good in this area. Kvaratskhelia.
So is that man, yeah.
It's very well dealt with though by Cristante. Try and clear it. Abraham tries to bring it down, but it falls to Napoli again. Rui trying to bring it inside. It's taken away from him by Tammy Abraham. But then Napoli win it back. And this is the issue. Every time Roma get that ball, they're really struggling to bring it forwards. Napoli able to regain possession quite quickly. It's incredibly difficult to play against. Ranchi, welcome to the stream with a classic high full stop. Great to see you, Ryan. Do you agree with me that Chelsea needs time out from the transfer window? Says X said.
Keep spending.
What are Chelsea doing wrong? Chelsea are smashing at the moment. All the recruitment this January has been brilliant. The only reason it wasn't in the summer is because it was Todd Bowley leading the charge rather than Christopher Vivel. I'm very, very happy with what we've done so far. I feel like Chelsea are going down the Everton Farhad Mashiri route, but on an even bigger scale. I disagree there. There was no direction at all at Everton.
We have direction.
Yeah.
Because we've actually gone and bought a backup right wing back.
Yeah.
Doesn't join us until the summer, but we've gone and bought one, and that's what matters. Spinazzola is another one. Roma side. Kind of just stayed at Roma, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant player.
Yeah, no, really.
Always looked good on the international stage when he's played for Italy.
Yeah, especially in that Euros they went on to win.
Yeah.
Bloody penalties, man. Abraham
fights hard with Rahmani there in the air, and then they're trying to smash it forward from him. They just can't get onto the ball here.
Abraham's our best striker until
want to get rid of it
since Diego Costa.
Well, yeah, that's not a hard record to hold. They've all been terrible. Anguissa looked up the line, but option quickly disappears. Lobotka, he's got space to drive into, gets it out wide to Rui. Rui inside to Osimhen. Osimhen gets a touch on the ball. Back with Zielinski now. He finds Kvaratskhelia in a pocket of space. Out on this left-hand side. He can run at him. Kvaratskhelia always looks so dangerous. Gets a shot away, and it's a big save for Rui Patricio. But Kavicha Kvaratskhelia already showing why he is so dangerous.
That's what I really like. He just created a chance out of nothing. Cuts us right through it. Beats two of them.
Also, how do you stop him?
Brilliant
on either foot.
Because I'll be honest, they haven't done bad defensively there, Roma. They've followed him.
I think maybe Zalewski could do more to show him the outside, just force him wide.
Yeah, I guess.
He just let him inside a bit too easily.
I think you cut in, he's going a shot, you let him cross, he's got Victor Osimhen to aim for.
Yeah.
Such a
Corner
threat.
now. Goes short. Here is Kvaratskhelia. It's a good ball in. Will it be met by anyone in the air? Only by Roma. Heads forward to Zambanguisa, but there is a foul in the box.
I mean, he scuffed it.
Yeah, the shot was my fault.
That's why he never cut it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But again, Kvaratskhelia just turns, crosses, and
It's a brilliant ball.
Up against it from a minute, as soon as it goes in.
Where do you see Victor Kvaratskhelia ending up?
I don't know. It's a tough one. Does he just stay at Napoli and they keep on?
I think definitely for this season, but maybe next. But I don't know. I don't think the Serie A is a realistic long-term destination anymore for players of his quality.
Bayern,
I think he's guaranteed.
Bundesliga, Bayern.
I think he's more ambitious than that.
I
could see Real Madrid, no, because they've already got Vinicius. Barcelona, but they've got Ansu Fati and about 900 strikers that don't actually play.
Atleti, if Simeone leaves.
I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester City were interested.
I'd cry.
Or if United now, with some actual ambition, decide actually rather than buying a left winger, put Rashford rather than buying a striker, put Rashford up front.
He's going to be a lot of money. Yeah,
it's probably going to be around that 90-100 million mark. So you're only really looking at La Liga clubs, maybe buying, and obviously all of the Premier League. Bournemouth could probably have a go. The back they were in for Nicolo Zaniolo, by the way. It's a joke. No, he turned him down.
Newcastle.
Oh, they have just bought Anthony Gordon, though, so...
Why? I genuinely do not understand that. He's crap.
Very smart there from Spinazzola.
Yeah.
Managed to kick it into Lozano and himself
today.
A goal kick.
He is rubbish.
Smalling.
Anthony Gordon.
I disagree with you. I think you just hate anyone who dyes their hair.
No.
Okay, name one footballer who's dyed his hair that you actually like.
Pogba.
You moan every time he's on the pitch. You're like Graham Souness.
I just can't think of players that have dyed their hair.
Okay, Richarlison. Neymar.
No.
All of them you moaned about.
They're not because of their dyed their hair.
No, but it seems that similar, that similar
Zalewski
type of
puts
play.
it in towards Abraham.
That's well dealt with though by Rahmani, and now Mario Rui goes down under pressure from Zalewski, and I think that will be a Napoli free kick.
Mario Rui puts his hand up to the ref, like thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now. Have any Chelsea played? Reece James.
Yeah, he has dyed his hair.
See?
Bakayoko.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it still at Milan? No.
He's on loan in Turkey or something like that, isn't he?
Oh god.
I think.
His career really fell off.
Should have a look.
This is
the prime concept. What's up with Bakayoko?
Oh, that's good battle in Pellegrini. Ref says no foul, play on.
Lozano gets sits
down. Again, it's advantage against double advantage.
This is what we love about the Serie A. There's no
just
soft fouls. Let's just get on with it. I know he's still on loan there, apparently. I thought he'd been somewhere else.
And is he still a Chelsea player?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How is that man still on our books? This is what I mean. We need to sell these people. Why is Timo Bakayoko still registered as a Chelsea
no one wants
player?
him. Dybala.
Can't we give him a start?
Why? He's terrible. Spitzer just really well there to get the other side of Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo goes down under pressure. I think that is a just call there from the referee.
Clipped him.
Yeah. No, nothing malicious, but he has definitely
the effort
stepped over the mark there. It's a bit soft, but
I don't know. Rui.
It's the best one to deal with. Rui goes backwards. He puts Kim under a lot of pressure, but he deals well. On the Russian Dybala. It's not good from Alex Mary, but he's got away with it.
Cristante. Can't find
puts it just up in the air, and I think that is why Spinazzola they're reacting so frustrated, because that was the first time Roma had the ball.
No, who is that? Oh, it's Cristante. Just really high. Well, it does look like more of a 3-4-1-2.
Yeah, I think that is what it's appearing to be, isn't it? With Lorenzo Pellegrini in attacking mid-roll, Dybala becomes more of a second striker.
Not sure that one from...
Well, not really, yeah. But they're both... There's now two strikers up front, and Pellegrini's a second striker.
Yeah.
That means they can still trigger that three-man press.
But obviously Pellegrini and Dybala can rotate as striker slash...
Yeah. They can both operate out wide as well, so they can create the width.
Osimhen really good hold up play.
Smalling does well, wins the ball back.
Well done, Smalling.
Cristante finds Zalewski. Not Zalewski, sorry, Dybala, and he goes down under challenge from Kim.
Bit too much, too forceful there, Kim.
Yeah, I do like in the Serie A that they do let a lot more go.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a few challenges where it'd be
they're
instant.
more understanding. Yeah. Like, in the Premier League,
Matic.
every single time you commit a foul, you moan about it, whereas there, Kim just went, I'm a bit over the top, I'm going to walk off now and go defend.
Matic finds Dybala back to Nemanja Matic. Oh, but he's been robbed in possession when he turns. Zielinski
So now,
does well, gets it to Zambo Anguissa. Needs to look left, tries to look right. Ball is intercepted by Roger Ibanez, I believe that is.
Is it?
On the left-hand side, should be. There's Mancini.
Oh, yeah.
Back to Cristante. Your thoughts on Cody Gakpo? He hasn't scored, but he has been great pressing. He's doing really well on a false 9 role. Yeah, but you can press where you want. Same.
Like
Timo Werner was a brilliant press.
He can run.
Brilliant at the press.
I could press. I could run.
No, you couldn't.
No. To be able to press, you have to be able to run.
Yeah. Well, also, you've got to be able to press effectively.
Yes, but you have to run at
But to be a striker, you have to be able to score.
Exactly.
Which Cody Gakpo can do.
You can't get by in the Premier League with just running.
Dybala. Finds Spinazzola coming inside, tries the ball over the top.
Looking for
Abraham does flick it on, and it's I thought that was going in the back of the Napoli net.
I think I don't know.
Out for a corner.
From Kim. I
don't know who that came off. Yeah,
Abraham his head.
Feeling his lower back here.
Really smart from Tammy Abraham.
I believe this is Spinazzola was pushing high as the wing back.
Really smart.
Just sort of
Kim
gets,
actually just heads it in nearly.
Abraham just gets in the way. Kim doesn't know where he is and just tries to make any sort of contact with it, and it almost ends up in the Napoli net. Now it's a corner for Roma. 11 minutes played. They've not looked the worst side, Roma. It's been very level. Good delivery from Paulo Dybala. Smalling makes it. On sat. Where's it gonna? It's bouncing around the box. Lobotka tries to get it out. They have now cleared it. Lozano tries to bring it out of control, but it's pulled back for a free kick on Stanislav for a foul on Lobotka.
He's all right, no, and what happened there? He just got. No, I don't see what's wrong with it. I don't. They put on the wrong replay. This is the Kim. Yeah, Mary would have punched it clear, but Kim just heads it over.
Bit of a mess there.
Then Mary kind of turns and goes, mate.
That would have been an embarrassing way to concede.
Yeah.
Also, will Deitch keep the toffees up? No.
Yes.
Oh.
Sean Dyche. He's going to go in there. He's going to play 4-4-2. Cody and Tarkovsky is centre after he could boot it long. They'll play direct to Calvert-Lewin. And then they'll have someone small,
Calvert-Lewin's fit.
like Damari Gray, who Calvert-Lewin flicks it onto, and then he runs through with his pace.
Chance creation as well from Dwight McNeil potentially.
Yeah, Dwight McNeil on the left. He can just cross balls into Calvert-Lewin.
As Axel says, certainly doesn't have an easy start to life back in the Premier League. Arsenal was his first match.
If Calvert-Lewin gets injured, his game plan is completely ruined because he's going to use him like he used Chris Wood.
Yeah, I saw someone say the other day, Dyche just got to be gutted that Chris Wood moved to Forest just days before he took over. Because that would have been such... instantly. Yeah. And that would have been a brilliant addition.
Good from Scalia, but weren't a foul. Ref does want to play on. And Patricio goes long. Looking for Abraham. Abraham wins the header. Can't head it down to anyone though. That's poor as well. And it's back to Mancini.
I feel like Ruben Loftus-Cheek on loan would be a good addition for Everton.
Oh, please.
Just a bit of legs in there.
Someone take
Obviously, he's injured at the moment, so I wouldn't offer much, but... Or Conor Gallagher, but that's going to be 40 mil, so...
Or a loan. We wouldn't loan him, would we?
No. Just might as well keep him then.
Mancini. Goes
for Newcastle were interesting. Gallagher for 40 mil. Very poor ball. Spinazzola can't get there.
Work at Newcastle, though, because they do just run and kick people sometimes. I mean, look at... To be fair, they're not bad. They've still got like Sean Longstaff playing.
Yeah. Gallagher would be a better rotation option than Longstaff.
Yeah.
Which offers energy, which is exactly what that Newcastle midfield needs from the bench.
Yeah.
If you have to do sign Enzo,
who actually
then you might as well just go and get...
Who actually defends in that Newcastle midfield?
And that is a foul from...
Advantage played though.
Ibanez, but yeah. Advantages played, Zambo and Anguissa.
They're still tussling over there.
Lozano and Ibanez. Ibanez is still on the ground just complaining. He's gone down. The ref doesn't care.
Because like you pulled, you not.
Yeah, he's on his knees, and Dybala's trying to get the Napoli players to kick it out, as if he's actually fouled, actually injured. Puts it into a good area. Oh, and Osimhen's touch takes it away.
Got to talk
from
to each other. Lobotka recovers,
there.
but Spinazzola gets it back. But yeah, got to talk to each other there because Osimhen's just taken that from Lozano's stride. Patricio goes long.
Trying to find Abraham. Abraham can give this chase.
That's what I like, Tario. He's on the line. That's why I think he's on the line of physicality sometimes.
Di Lorenzo flicks it forward. Lobotka can't get there. Matic heads it to Dybala. And now Roma could create something from this. Here's Brian Cristante.
Again, Mourinho must love Matic. Had him at Chelsea. Had him at United.
Yeah, evidently does. He keeps signing her.
And also, they keep winning things. Won the Premier League together at Chelsea, won the Europa League together at United, won the Conference League together.
Didn't Matic joins this year.
They'll win something together this year then.
You reckon?
Yeah. Europa League?
Are they in the Coppa Italia still? I haven't really kept up with the Coppa Italia. They could win Europa League. I think it'll be very tough though.
I think that's the one thing also. I know European football hasn't come back into swing yet. European competitive football, sorry. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Champions League plays out, how Europa League plays out, how the Conference League plays out. Really interested to see what happens there.
In terms of the Coppa Italia, Roma into the semis, they've got Cremonense.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're into the quarters against Cremonense.
I was saying, no, Cremonense got to the semis.
Yeah. And then they will play the winner of
plays through Kvaratskhelia, delivers, looking for Osimhen. Osimhen brings it down. He has a go. It's 1-0.
There we go. Napoli find the breakthrough. It's been coming, really, hasn't it? They've looked to the stronger side. Roma have had good chances, but Napoli, whenever they get the ball forward, look more likely to score. Victor Osimhen bags for Napoli. Unsurprising, really. He's on absolute fire, in sensational form, Victor Osimhen. And yeah, no surprise that he manages to grab a goal there. Jack, now are you doing Everton vs Arsenal and Tottenham vs Man City next week? We're not doing Everton Arsenal, but we will be doing Tottenham City. And we're doing a double up on Sunday. We're going to be doing Tottenham City and then the Milan derby. So, yeah, should be an exciting day. Because we've got Tottenham City at 4:30 and then the Milan derby is at 7:45.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll straight Tottenham City, then have about an hour off.
Brilliant
and then we'll
effort
be
there
back for
from Victor Osimhen. It's that duo striking again. Kvaratskhelia puts the ball in, but I mean it's
brilliant. It's took down so well, and then he uses
a bit like Thomas' goal against Liverpool. Brings it down.
The touch, the knee, the volley. No chance of Patricio. Roma 0, Napoli 1.
Brilliant volley, but you do have to ask questions. You know, you can't. No way should a player be allowed to bring it down, have a touch, and then volley it in your penalty area.
My prediction's still on. I went 3-1 Roma. That was the one. That was the one for Napoli. Zaluski.
I said 3-2 Napoli. So everyone's prediction should be still on, unless you've gone for Roma to get a clean sheet tonight, which you are crazy if you thought that.
Oh, you really do believe in Mourinho's ability to park the bus.
Be interesting to see where Mourinho goes from here, though. He'd have been hoping to not concede within the first 17 minutes, but they have, and let's see what happens next.
So Access, you're sticking some Prem predictions in chat. Alright, we'll try to remember to comment these on Prem predictions on Friday. Look out for that.
So when it comes out.
Not to stream Cauliflower, by the way.
Hello.
Joins with the all caps Hola. Hello to you too. Roma, we're out wide now with Spinazzola looking for a forward pass, hasn't got one available, ends up just kicking it forwards. Guess that beats losing it to Lozano. High up the pitch. Kim. Out wide to Rui.
I think my one thing is Napoli is very strong at the back. It'd be hard for Roma to break this lot down.
Yeah. Still on for 4-1 up for Napoli. Fair enough, Will. Oh, and Lobotka almost gets caught in possession. Gets a little bit lucky there not to be caught by Lorenzo Pellegrini.
At this rate, 4-1's not a bad guess.
No, probably not. Napoli do look incredibly strong, and despite Roma having chances and pockets of decent play in this game, they're not consistent enough. I think Napoli look a lot stronger and a lot more dangerous whenever they come forwards with the ball. Here now is Herving Lozano. Lozano bursts inside, goes to Anguissa. Lobotka, this is one-touch football and it's beautiful. Triangles across the pitch, and now Mario Rui can bring it forwards. Gives it to Kvaratskhelia. It's a massive challenge from Nicolas Zaluski.
Really good tackle. Important one as well.
Yeah. I thought Kvaratskhelia was through there. Oh, and apparently it's also a Roma throw, which the Georgian winger cannot believe.
Strange that.
Kvaradon is fuming.
Also, who are the random who are sat on chairs?
I don't know. Serie A. Serie A. I don't know who they are. Extra, maybe they're the reserves.
Oh, that is
Just poor from Dybala, and then it's terrible from Matic. Can Ibanez brings to control? He does. Gets out to Spinazzola. Less elegant, but they have done similar things to Napoli, moving the ball across the pitch.
And it was one touch. I was kidding.
It was one touch, to be fair. Cristante tries the ball forward in the general direction of Zaluski and Dybala, but it's actually between them. Rui gives it to Kvaratskhelia, but the touch from Kvaratskhelia is too heavy, and now Roma have the ball back. Zaluski can break down this right. Roma looking dangerous. They are low on numbers in the box here, though. Kim deals with that fairly easily. Dybala then loses out to Rui, and Napoli now can build it back from the back. But no, they can't. Roma have possession again. Very end-to-end this game. Zaluski wanted to play that ball in first time, knocks it across to Cristante instead. Matic. They just every time they look to play that forward ball, just their passing lane gets cut by a Napoli body, and then they try and get the ball in. Spinazzola, cuts the ball back to no one. Zambo Anguissa can drive this forward now, gives it to Di Lorenzo. To Lozano. Lozano's not going to get there before the mighty challenge from Roger Ibanez. That seems to be Roma's theme at the moment, is every time Napoli try and get the ball out wide, the ball just seems to be a little bit too heavy, and it takes a massive slide challenge just to stop them in their tracks. Here is Kim. Out wide. Rui. Zipped at him, but he does get it under control. Osimhen, under pressure from Smalling, lays it off to Zielinski. Zielinski driving forward now, can take aim, but it's a terrible effort, in all honesty. Yeah. Got under that, and it was rising. I don't know if it's still in the stadium. We are going to see a replay of that Osimhen volley. It is a brilliant effort, yeah. Mourinho looks to be applauding it. I presume he's just trying to offer some encouragement to his players.
Yeah. Well, that's his 14th goal this year.
Victor Osimhen, yeah. Strong campaign, 14 goals. Today's their 19th game of the season. Or 20th game of the season, I think. Oh no, this is their 19th, isn't it? Yeah. So very, very strong season so far from Napoli. And yeah. Ramani. Anguissa. Looks wide, finds Mario Rui. Space in front of him to drive into. He's also got Kvaratskhelia as an option. Forced it backwards, though, by the press of Paulo Dybala. Kim and Zambo Anguissa and Ramani just moving it amongst themselves now, waiting for a pass forwards to become available. Rui tries to get it forwards, but it's blocked by Zaluski.
Roma haven't looked too bad since the goal went in.
No, they're offering a bit more of a stout defence, but I just feel that as soon as Napoli find a little bit more space than this, which almost seems inevitable, then they will be able to score, but they're doing alright at the moment. Di Lorenzo gives to Anguissa. Anguissa turns. Has Zielinski as an option, goes backwards. Kim, Rui. Napoli can come down this left, gives it to Kvaratskhelia. Can he make something happen? Rui. Kvaratskhelia was way down the line, but he opts inside instead. Zambo Anguissa. Cross to Di Lorenzo. Can he find a forward pass? Has Lozano out wide, goes inside to Lobotka. Anguissa back to Lobotka. Kim spots Rui out wide. Can Napoli make something happen? Kvaratskhelia into Zielinski, but they've lost possession now. Give it to Zambo Anguissa, and now they've lost possession. Dybala tries to release Spinazzola. It's not a bad ball, but he would have struggled to get there. Right idea though.
Napoli just starting to.
The problem is, whenever Roma want to bring it forward, it's either an over-hit pass or an under-hit pass at times, or just a wayward pass. They're always having to try these big balls over the top, and they've tend to also panic in possession.
If Napoli get a second, they're out of this. They're very much out of this game. Because 2-0 down to the runaway leaders, you don't come back from that.
Because while Roma could score two, they won't score two from 2 down.
Foul from Cristante there. Zielinski. And again, another chance for Napoli to try and hit the front.
Yeah.
This is Osimhen goal. Brilliant, chest down. Then touch off the knee and bang on the volley.
Ibanez, Smalling around him, but they can't react in time. We just really, really loving this replay.
As I say.
have now got a Napoli free kick in a good
Only thing
area.
they can show whenever something happens.
Yeah, that's the only clip they've saved.
Again, from the set piece, Osimhen, Kim, all lurking. Ball in, not a bad one. It's headed on, but headed wide.
Contact from Romani, but it isn't aimed goalwards, really. It's not on target, and Rui Patricio will take the goal kick. Mourinho stops to make some notes. Doesn't use technology like most managers. Or maybe that's just a Serie A thing. Maybe they haven't invented tablets. Well, no, but they don't. They don't have much international broadcasting. They don't have the little screens. No, but in the Premier League, they've all got this little. They've got a screen attached to an arm in their bloody seat. Yes. They can watch the game on there if they wanted to. Just slightly behind everyone else. Well, if they put some noise cancelling headphones on, it'll feel like they're, watching it real time.
Yeah.
Zielinski. Zambo Anguissa now. Gives it to Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo goes backwards to Rahmani. Kim gives it to Rui. Rui inside Lobotka. Stands have Lobotka. A lot of space there to operate in. Osimhen being held well by Chris Smalling. Just stops him turning. That's exactly what he's got to do. Apparently that is a foul. I think that's a little harsh. Osimhen goes down holding his ankle. Good position here for a Napoli free kick. Go, that's why I want to sign Nat Phillips.
Why?
It's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? But,
I don't know. It's a foul,
I think it might be the second. Well, I guess you've got Cristante coming in. You've got Smalling pushing him forwards.
Who are these people that get shown in the crowd?
I'm gonna guess they're like massive Italian people. We just don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that could be the best singer in Italy. I've never heard their tunes. I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. Have sat next to someone Italian famous. Don't know who they were, but
yeah,
they seem pretty famous.
Balling from when we were in Rome, there was some bald guy who was clearly like a celebrity.
Everyone loved him. No clue.
Yeah, those people asking for pictures with him. I was like, don't know who this guy is. And these poor kids had to keep getting up to let him take pictures.
Yeah.
I thought, this seems horrific.
I thought we should take a picture of him, just in case.
Yeah. I don't even know who he is or what he does. And he might not even speak English, in which case we might have got lost in translation. But or should have took a picture of him and then put it into like Google Lens and it might tell us who he is.
Is that what Google Lens is?
That's what you can do. You just search there and find other things related to that.
I didn't know that.
You could search Google. You could search into Google with just a picture, and it'll find other pictures. And then we could find out his name.
That is mental.
Why is that mental?
That you can search now with just a picture. I could take a picture.
It's been technology for a while. You just don't.
Has it? I don't know much about technology.
West Ham also want Galatasaray front runners. Why would West Ham want Nat Phillips? That's what I don't get. They've lost Craig Dawson. They can bring in Nat Phillips.
Why do both of them want him?
Galatasaray I understand more. He'd be like the best player in the Super League. Giuseppe says Brighton are ready to go forward without Caicedo. Yeah, but it's only if Tony Bloom gets an acceptable offer. I think they might.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal go in, especially with, there's a lot of controversy surrounding Thomas Partey at the moment, with a few allegations. And obviously there are going to be court, proceedings and stuff, so they are going to need someone to fill that hole. But yeah, I haven't really commented on the Partey situation on this channel because it's not as cut and dry with, Greenwood and Mendy and that, who've immediately been binned off in their clubs. Well, there's also a lot more evidence in those cases. Yeah, of course. Do you think he's worth it for Arsenal? What, Caicedo? I think if it's 80 mil, it's a bit expensive. If it's 100, that is a bit of massive overpayment. But I think at 60 mil would be a bargain. So, yeah, I don't think they'll get him anywhere near 60, but I think they could definitely get 60 up front and then add on. Smalling tries to bring it down, cleared away by
chances.
Fulham want to sign Sander Berge from Sheffield United. It doesn't make too much sense to me. Jalpalinia is class.
I think someone just collided. I think Mancini just collided with Rui there. Hope he's alright.
Actually, you make a good point there, but I think one, you could play Berge and Jalpalinia together. There's no reason you can't. And two, I think Jalpalinia will probably be somewhere else in a couple of months. he's played that well this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he earned himself a move to a European side.
Yeah.
Could easily be like United, I could see. They need a DM.
Yeah. But then Casemiro's tearing up. They really need DM.
Well, I mean, Casemiro's not going to be there forever, is he?
Yeah. Rui's alright.
And also, they play with two.
Yeah.
And Casemiro is better than Fred and Ericsson.
He is, but he's
But
Sanderberg.
Ericsson's a brilliant player, but... What do you mean? He's Sanderberg.
Would you play Sanderberg? You're talking about playing Sanderberg and Casemiro?
That's not what I said at all.
Oh, what are you saying?
Japalinha.
Oh.
That's why Fulham are bringing in Sanderberg. Because then they could sell Japalinha.
Paulinho, Casemiro, where do you play Ericsson?
Either further forward, where he's
don't.
much better,
Yeah, where do you play Bruno?
or you don't. Like, you should rotate. You don't play the same team every game, do you?
I think, but you say that though, Ten Hag has done that.
What?
In the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup, in the Premier League.
He hasn't. Maguire's started some games. They've rotated frequently between Shaw and Malacia. It's just, why would he rotate Eric Bailly in there? Even though he's at the club. Why did he rotate Victor Lindelof in every game?
Carabao Cup, we didn't see any. We didn't see a guy.
Well, they're prioritising that. Also, they're both. Garnacho's young and Alanga's crap. So it makes complete sense.
Because they're both young, you didn't have to do Alanga like that.
Alanga's he's been listed for the moment apparently.
Everyone thought he was quality. Did he score a goal?
He scored. He scored in the Champions League against Atleti in the round 16.
Yeah, and everyone thought, oh my god, he's an absolute wonder kid.
And I think they got knocked out by Atleti in the second leg.
Yeah, because João Felix came to Old Trafford and tore up, and now he's a blue.
Yeah, that did happen. Alanga rescued him a draw away, and they thought, "Oh, we're gonna go back to Old Trafford and get this now." And they didn't,
because Felix scored a header in the opening minutes. That's when we watched on Tips.
And that got another Manchester club, and they lost to them as well.
Yeah, and City went and lost to Real, and Real created one of the best Champions Leagues. I think looking back on it now, last year one of the best Champions Leagues ever.
You reckon? The final was disappointing again.
Yeah,
but when isn't the final disappointing?
Exactly.
By the way, Roma with a chance here. Everyone tries to win it. But
look at the Chelsea fans. It's horrible, but from a neutral point of view, that Chelsea Real game was brilliant.
Yeah.
From a neutral point of view, City
would
Real
would
was
it have been more
phenomenal.
exciting if Chelsea had beaten Milan and then got to play beaten Real and got to play City?
Yes, but I think the way that Real managed to come back against City with those 2 goals in added time.
Yeah, they got lucky against Chelsea because that Marcos Alonso goal should not have
stayed on, and then it was Modric's ridiculous pass.
Yeah, Modric is broken. Cheat code. Spinazzola absolutely leathers it forward again. These diagonal balls just aren't working.
They keep trying it. Only one's going to play off.
When you've not got a winger, you can't play the ball to a winger. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not playing with wingers today. They're playing with sort of either 2 attacking mids or an attacking mid and a striker. And Dybala's picked up a yellow card for going in a little late on Stanislav Lobotka. Again,
you talk about how late this season, not seen him much.
Yeah. It's not a rash or reckless challenge, but he has left on the Slovakia midfielder going in for the ball. It is
that's a yellow card.
Bit of a crunch.
That is a yellow card.
Lobotka seems to be in some pain.
A bit of magic spray.
Some discomfort.
Wet paper towel, and that'll be alright.
Yep, sure. The last time there was actually an interesting Champions League final was Madrid 3-1 at Liverpool. Madrid 3, Liverpool 1 in 2018. Since then, 2-0, 1-0, 1-0 and 1-0. Yeah, but 1-0 games can be good, but the Champions League finals just haven't been.
The 2 games, the team that lost got FM'd. What games are they?
And I think it is just obviously because the 2 teams in the Champions League final are...
Who got FM'd? Because Real beat Liverpool fair and square last year.
Yeah, but there might have been a good chance for
Liverpool
in there.
Bayern beat PSG fair and square.
But PSG did run on close.
Liverpool battered Tottenham because Tottenham shouldn't have even been in the question because they robbed Ajax.
And Liverpool definitely would have won on XG because of the pen. And then Chelsea deserved, but...
Yeah.
The XG might have been the other way because it was a very close game with barely any shots.
Yes. Lobotka's up all right the way.
Yeah. What did you have for lunch today? Cauliflower? I
don't remember.
I don't think I did. Yesterday I had a pot noodle. I don't think I had anything. There wasn't a pot noodle around, so I think I just had a packet of crisps or something like that.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah. Usually on a Sunday, my breakfast and lunch are the same meal, but since we had to get up and record today...
Oh, we got way too early.
We definitely did. But yeah, no. And also we ate relatively early for streaming that. So yeah.
Oh,
had a big meal as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 2019 and 2022, the team that won didn't really deserve it if you look at the stats. There we go, so Chelsea did. Love it. Yeah, but that Liverpool Real final was close. And to be fair, there were some big missed chances for Liverpool.
Yeah,
seem to remember.
Real stuck it in the goal.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously 2019
it's not
was
up for debate.
Liverpool-Tottenham. Oh, Tottenham, was it? No.
No,
it was 2019.
Liverpool Real.
Oh, well, Liverpool didn't get FM. They got
The other way around. Yeah, well, exactly. But like Bale overhead kick, that's not going to exactly have a high XG, is it?
They got Karius. That's still their fault. They should have bought a more competent keeper.
That's was man of the match in the 2019 final. That sums it up. And Courtois in 2022.
Hang on, how's the man of the match in the 2019 final?
That must have been the Liverpool Tottenham game then.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think I watched that stream.
No, because it was dull. Terrible. I didn't even. That's the only Champions League final I've missed in the last few years. Yeah. I genuinely did not care.
That's quite boring, isn't it? Sorry that we didn't have some extravagant lunch cauliflower.
If it was good, I remember it.
Really? Goes down under challenge from Zalewski. I think that's a soft one. We often praise the Serie A for not giving all of these, but that was another soft one.
But do you argue Daniele Assato is the only Italian referee that I can remember that actually referees in Europe? Does that change his opinion?
Champions League.
Mourinho's in the ear of the fourth official already, and it is only minute 36.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is going to be fun.
If Mourinho doesn't get red cards, I'm going to be bitterly disappointed.
Someone's going to get sent off. It's the Serie A.
Yeah.
I hope it's not Dybala though.
So, that would be dull, wouldn't it? If their only, well, not their only talented player, but Roma's best.
I'm hoping we see a few more goals in the second half, a bit more action.
The fact that Juventus let Dybala go for free.
That's probably why they're in money trouble.
Mental that is. Well, no, that saved them loads in wages, but they let Dybala go for free to bring in Di Maria. There's a Pellegrini's a good ass. What? Falls to Dybala!
He hit that nicely, though.
He caught it nicely, but it needed to be lower.
He hit that nicely. Not bad from Juventus, better. Nemanja
Matic, lovely drive, finds Pellegrini. I think the touch has done him dirty there. And Dybala, a little more composure, and that could have easily been a goal. I think he's just too excited. Too excited really as he comes onto that ball there. Dybala and
Nemanja. There we go.
No, that's a big challenge from Nemanja Matic. Again, the interception there to stop Osimhen.
Oh,
and that's brilliant on the touchline. Close control from Nemanja Matic. Last few minutes have really been the Matic show.
No.
Was not what I was expecting today, to be saying his name so many times. Incorrectly.
Oh, sloppy from Manchester.
Lorenzo going forward. Gives it to Lozano. Lozano goes Ibanez and Lozano's beating him. Gets it back. Osimhen, touch. Knocks it down to Zielinski. Zielinski can't get a shot away. Gives it to Vici Kvaratskhelia. He could cause something here. Gets into the box. It's got Smalling deals well. Rui to Zielinski. It's a big effort. It's well claimed by
I don't know what bit more goal off action. We're starting to get it now. Last few minutes.
That was a venomous strike. I think Patricia does really well to hold on to that one.
Di Lorenzo, brilliant interception there.
Yeah.
Lozano, put Ibanez on his arse.
Really decent little player, Giovanni Di Lorenzo. I saw a future Italian national team, like for 2026 sort of time.
Won't make the World Cup though.
They probably will by 2026. I thought not only are they increasing the teams.
What's going on here? I think Dybala's arguing that Tammy Abraham's been elbowed here.
They're increasing the teams after the next World Cup, so Italy don't make it. That would require some.
I think that's how to work Mourinho. I think they're trying to say that he's been elbowed. He hasn't been elbowed though.
He's caught in the face by Kim.
He's not elbowed like that though. It's a straight arm and it's straight arm and it was the layoff from Osimhen trying to find Zielinski. They really like Victor Osimhen, don't they?
I think Serie A have. BT Sport have stopped. Oh, this is Serie A, isn't it? Yeah. BT Sport don't actually film it. They just get someone who doesn't. Who vaguely knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, they can pronounce.
I don't even know who the commentator is.
Adam Somerville.
Oh, right. Is he? He probably does know.
He's got a co-commentator. You shouldn't have them. You should just stick them by themselves in a room.
It's only if the game's like Lecce.
Oh yeah.
Parma, they don't give him a co-commentator. Really mainly because there's about 4 people watching,
and they don't want to pay 2.
And they've all clicked on the wrong channel.
Yeah,
they just left it on.
Like Udinese Verona tomorrow night. They have one bloke just sat by himself in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lozano knocks it back to.
I think they'll what's it called? Advertise their game Next Sunday, the Milan derby.
Yeah, are we doing that one?
We are indeed, yeah.
There you go, next
There we
Sunday.
go. Inter versus AC.
Double up. No, it's not. No.
Yeah, it's a double up.
Oh, it
We've
is
got
that
Tottenham
one.
versus Manchester
Yeah.
City at 4:30, and then of course the Milan derby.
Back to backs.
7:45. And BT Sport are actually doing build up for that game. I presume
Wow.
that might just be their goal show though, which I don't think counts in my books.
Oh yeah, they put the goal. They don't even count it as the same programme sometimes.
Yeah, no, they didn't today, did they?
No.
It's a big Serie A goal show thing, and then this. Yeah.
Now here come Roma. Can they score?
Pellegrini out wide to Spinazzola. Coming down this left now, Roma. With Leonardo Spinazzola. Finds Dybala. Back to Cristante. Cristante. Going to go out wide.
Spinazzola. Dybala.
Matic.
Looking for Evans on final.
Kim intercepts it, but Matic able just to chest it down to Ibanez, and he gets the ball back. Nemanja Matic goes out wide. Now with Leo Spinazzola, what can he create something up against his compatriot Di Lorenzo? No, and they have almost lost possession there, but it is. I think that's going to go out for Roma throw. I don't know what Osato is signalling.
No,
It's Osimhen down. Osimhen down, holding what exactly? This would be very bad for Napoli if this is an injury. There's some very disgruntled middle-aged Italian men in the crowd. It's after a challenge. Oh, and he gets his wrist stamped on by Chris Smalling.
That's going to hurt. That is really going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that was deliberate. At least it didn't look it. And that one also looked like it could hurt for Kim. I think
very close.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I think it's just
groin area.
That's just missed his
no intent from Smalling, but he just kind of falls, ends up standing on Osimhen's wrist. Hopefully he's alright. That is gonna hurt. That is really gonna hurt.
And if Napoli were forced into an early change here, yes, it would be a big miss for Victor Osimhen, but it would be a big chance for Giovanni Simeone.
Yeah.
Giovanni?
He's alright.
It is, isn't it?
It's going to be very painful.
Not Giuliano. Are they going to strap it up and try and get him to continue here?
That's going to hurt nonetheless.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to hold it still. I hope he's alright.
And that is Simeone warming up. Will Napoli be forced into an early change here? I think they might be. You won't want to risk for Osimhen. You've got big games coming up. But you're going to strap him up.
No way he's going to look at him.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. You're going to want to save him. You don't want him out for the big European nights.
I don't know why you're trapping it up. He's just had a 6'4" English geezer just stand on his wrist.
If Osimhen can't do that, it's a huge loss. It is. I don't think Giovanni Simeone is a bad player at all, though. So
you're going to watch that goal again.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh.
You can see why clubs like Manchester United are being linked with him. If you need a striker, he could be your man. But it is Napoli, and you know they're going to demand a high price. And it looks like Victor Osimhen will continue.
Well, I wouldn't have.
No, but you're not made of the same tough stuff that Victor Osimhen is.
That is true. I would have probably come off very in pain. That's a good drive from
Ibanez. Abraham now. He can't really do anything with it, but it's in the air. Can he get... his keeper does really well there to claim up. Thought maybe Roma could create something from that.
Good
doesn't materialise.
Minute and a half to go in the half, plus added time. Not expecting too much. Though we have had a goal and a couple of stoppages, so maybe a couple.
Dybala applying the pressure to Kim. Rui.
Nappy playing out of it really well.
Kvaratskhelia now 1-2 with Lobotka. Osman under pressure from Smalling, and Matic does well, but now it is a Roma free kick, a Napoli free kick. Nobody knows.
I mean, Kvaratskhelia was complaining, but I think
we're going to see a replay. I think.
Shirt there.
Is this? Yeah, this is.
Oh, he's got his shirt there. And I think.
Asato's having a go at a lot of people.
Kvaratskhelia to keep quiet. The ball's back with Mero. Don't know how that happened. Di Lorenzo. Well in from Spinazzola.
Now, speaking of United, if you were rash, would you still go to PSG? Stay.
Why
would you go to PSG? What are you going to achieve?
PSG probably don't want him. He doesn't want to.
I'd rather go down to United folklore and probably win some trophies under Ten Hag, who's a fantastic coach. or go and win some easy league.
They will either win the Europa League,
play a bit
or the
part
Carabao
role.
Cup or the FA Cup. They will win something this year.
Because you're not starting at the moment for PSG, are you? Over Neymar, you wouldn't imagine. Unless they're going to play 4 up front, which would be mental. But Lozano and Osimhen's header just over the bar. Don't know why I said Lozano. It was one who crossed it in. That's a good ball. And Osimhen almost converted for a second.
That was very close from our Victor Osimhen.
Also, Milan's running out to PSG, so here we go. Yeah, saw that. Bit of a shame, but I guess he wasn't really going anywhere in his career with Inter. I don't think they were going to win anything this year. There's a good chance they don't get European football for next season, or Champions League football for next season. Sort of makes sense for Skriniar to jump ship. Whereas I think with Rashford, obviously, he's in the best league in the world, playing for one of the most competitive teams, who I think will be fighting for titles over the next 10 years.
One of the best, if not their best.
Yeah. Now Napoli can come forward. Di Lorenzo tries to find Lozano, but it's out of play. Roma throw. Spinazzola gives it to Ibanez, and now Nemanja Matic has it. Pellegrini. Smalling. Gives it to Matic. Pellegrini. Looks out wide, finds Zalewski. This is brilliant from Zalewski. Goes down the box, and I think he wants a penalty, but Asato is having none of it.
I don't think the game.
Doesn't even bother to wave it away.
Asato.
Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. Lozano now can run at Ibanez. He does really well, the Mexican.
Sure
finds Osimhen up the line. Osimhen could deliver here in the 2 additional minutes. Could they find a goal? The ball in is dangerous. Kvaratskhelia can't make contact with it.
Dybala back.
That's somewhat fortunate.
Just did enough. Just got in the way enough. That is a Roma throw. Rui did just pick it up and take it. But he can't do that because it's not his throw.
Yeah, you can't just take a throw if you fancy it. It would be an interesting thing though if you could just kick it off and run over and grab it.
Yeah.
It's just whoever gets the throw
like
first.
In rugby. You kick it off, you get it. I think that's what they do in rugby.
Yeah. But then if you could.
Isn't it the same in NFL? Kick it off, you get it.
No.
You get it back.
Well, yeah. This is not the same thing though. You're not just constantly in play, are you? But if you run off, as long as it's not a fourth. As long as it's not a fourth down, then you can run off and you're fairly safe because you're not going to drop the ball. So you'll see a lot of players do that in the NFL. And obviously, if they get, they can't lose the ball. Gets it to Pellegrini. This could be a chance late in the half. Gets it across. It's going to fall to Leonardo Spinazzola. What a save! Alex Mere. What a stop for the Italian shot stopper. Spinazzola caught that sweetly. Did it make contact with the ground? It looked like it did.
I think it was a player.
Was it a player? And Dybala is brilliant. Wins it back. Lovely 1-2 with Pellegrini. Pellegrini then back into the box. I didn't think I was going to forward one on Spinazzola. Contact with Di Lorenzo. I thought it was into the ground. But it comes off Di Lorenzo.
There's a bit of argy-bargy in the middle, and Osato's having none of it. It's Rui, Mancini, Kim. It's everyone.
Big stop from Alex Mere. That big stop.
Corner. Chance of Roma to equalise late in the half. This was the last kick of the first 45. Who's taking Dybala?
Paulo Dybala. That's not a bad delivery. Trying to hang it to the back post. Oh, Matic gets it down. I thought Smalling was going to convert. Cristante puts it back up in the air. Smalling.
Could have whistled in his mouth and just didn't blow it, but now he does blow it.
And there we go. That calls an end to the half. Napoli 1, Roma 0 as we head into the break. It's been a brilliant first 45 of action. Goals really could have come for either side, but the only goal so far is for Napoli and Victor Osimhen. It was a well-taken volley from the Nigerian striker. Definitely deserved, I'd argue, but Roma could have got a goal as well. So very tight game. 1-0 at the break. Next ahead, if you were a pro footballer, which number would you wear? I would probably go 29. I always liked 11 because, like Didier Drogba, but 29, I was born the 29th of October, so got the 29 there. 29, 2 plus 9 equals 11. That's quite nicely, so yeah. I would probably go 29. It's also a bit different in it.
I mean,
what would you go for?
If I'm basing it off position and in terms of fans, I'd go 26.
Oh, you're John Terry.
Centre half. John Terry.
God, you'd be such a Kalidou Koulibaly if you were.
No, I would never wear. If I was at Chelsea, I'd go 4 or 5. Really dull, but I would just go 4 or 5.
Yeah, first.
But yeah, if I'm anywhere but Chelsea, I'll take 26.
Now, welcome to the stream, Tawny Kvaratskhelia. What do you think about Kvaratskhelia? I think he's a fantastic player. Also, do correct us if the pronunciation is wrong there. I'm presuming you know how to pronounce it as it is your name. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Is it Kvaratskhelia or is it Kvaratskhelia? Because I've heard both said. But yeah, fantastic player. Looks very exciting, very dangerous, very unpredictable movement. Kvaratskhelia is able to go both ways with the ball. Fantastic player.
Created the first goal. Brilliant goal.
Whenever you see him on the ball, you just never know what's going to do. It's so exciting. He's so explosive. A very good finisher. Just a very exciting player. And he's got another goal contribution today. Been on fire this season. It's been a fantastic breakout campaign in the Serie A. Yeah. And relatively unknown before this season. Obviously, was highly rated at Roma Kazan. And then he moved to did he go back to Georgia?
I don't know.
I feel like he did, and then obviously after the war broke out, he was able to leave Russia for very relatively cheap, and I think he went back to Georgia. But yeah, and then he's looked sensational this season. It's also surprised me how good he's looked on the European stage.
Yeah,
I think the first time I really watched him, I'd heard a bit about him, and I think we may have watched Napoli on stream, but we watched him in the Champions League against Liverpool, and just the problems he caused Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Didn't he? Trent was the other place. They won 4-1.
I mean, no, Trent isn't the best defensively, but I've never seen anyone sort of cause him that much of an issue. I think he's a very exciting player. I think it's a rogue shout, but I think he could win a Ballon d'Or one day.
Wow.
It's controversial because I think obviously you've got Mbappe, you've got Haaland, who are both very, very strong, very talented players. Yeah. I know, obviously, De Zerbi said Mudryk could win a Ballon d'Or. I don't think that's going to happen, but I definitely think there's a chance for
Mudryk said so.
For Kvaratskhelia. But in terms of where he goes next, I don't know. Because I don't think he's going to stay at Napoli more than 2-3 years.
I don't think he'll win anything at Napoli. Well, also,
I mean, he's going to win the league.
They'll win the Scudetto this year. Could win the Cup. No, they can't. They're out of the Cup.
I don't know though, because I think they're definitely outside shots for the Champions League.
If he wins the Champions League and the Serie A, what else has he got to win? What, the Premier League?
Well, yeah, then
because the Champions League though is the most prestigious trophy.
Yeah, and it would do wonders not only for Napoli but also for Italian football if they were to with Italian side to win the Champions League.
He's also probably got to accept the fact he's not going to win a World Cup.
I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think Georgia.
Unless he can change nationality for anyone.
No, it would be a result on its own to be able to get Georgia to World Cup, which I don't think.
First Georgian.
I don't think it's impossible considering the. Obviously, we are going to an increased tournament. We've seen smaller nations like Albania do it before.
I mean, off the top of my head, the only players I can think of is Giorgio Mamardashvili.
Yeah, Giorgio Mamardashvili. They've got a bit of a golden generation coming through, haven't they, Georgia? That's a lot more than I've heard of before.
Exactly. How many two good Trinidad and Tobago players?
I was going to say
Panama.
Now I'm desperately trying to think of any
At least Costa Rica, and then I
Panamanian. I don't know, but yeah. Could be a John Terry curse like CR7 at United. Koulibaly has flopped, in my opinion. I think he's struggled, hasn't he?
That is why, if you retire a shirt, you never bring it out.
That's also the interesting thing, isn't it? The fact that Koulibaly has struggled so much, obviously on the topic of Napoli and the potential of their players leaving. It's why I'm a little unsure about Kim, because I think he's looked sensational this season. But, if he was to move to the Premier League, would he struggle in the same way that Koulibaly did? Is the physicality and the pace of the Premier League just too difficult a step up to handle? That's why I think buying from the Serie A is risky, because it is a lot slower pace. The pressure from the Roma attackers is not as intense as it is in the Premier League.
I think that Di Lorenzo will go to Bayern. I think they're not Bayern.
Di Lorenzo?
Yeah.
That's an interesting shout. Why?
I don't know.
Do you not think Benjamin Pavard cuts it for Bayern?
True.
I think Di Lorenzo is one of the only ones that is guaranteed to stay.
I think Mero
loves the club, is an Italian native. Oh yeah, where's Mero going to go realistically?
Mario Rui probably hasn't. He might want to go back to Portugal maybe next year, 2 years.
Mario Rui?
Yeah. He's like 30 odd now, so he might want to finish his career at home.
Potentially. But they're the older players. They're the ones they're not selling on for 50 mil. 60 mil.
Most of his career, so Napoli might be his home.
Yeah.
You might want
what would be his reason to leave? Probably nurture a new young left back into the side.
Yeah.
In terms of their front line, I think Lozano, they're sort of fortunate that he's not hit the ground running, because that does mean they'll have him for longer if he does find form. I think obviously Osman's sensational.
He hasn't.
Yeah. South Korea's football team is very easy to understand. If you're a defender or goalkeeper, your name is Kim.
Yeah. Obviously, Kim is probably the best player. And I did not actually mean it as a joke. I meant Kim Min-jae is probably the best out of the four. So,
Well, I think that's a lot more than a probably. That's a definitely. Kim Min-jae is a fantastic
Osimhen goal
player.
again. Kvaratskhelia, brilliant. Osimhen, touch, bang. Brilliant volley.
Do you think Victor Osimhen would do well in the Premier League?
Yes.
How many do you think he'd score? In a debut Premier League season. Say he's in the Manchester United team next season. Do you think he would outscore, say, Ivan Toney?
Well, Toney's not going to be there.
Okay. If Ivan Toney doesn't have a gambling ban, who's better, Osimhen or Toney?
I think... But I'd say...
But the fact that's even close just shows the difference right now in the Premier League.
But Toney's very good. Like, without,
exactly.
Like, if Harry Kane was not English, I would be absolutely fine with starting Ivan Toney for England in a World Cup final.
I think if we're at 2026, Toby, you should start. I think at 2024, arguably Toney could start.
That's what I'm saying.
If it wasn't,
but
if it didn't get banned.
Well, Nigeria, watch out for them. Really good squad there.
Well, the next one, but they didn't even qualify for the last World Cup.
Which really confused me. Osimhen, Chukwueze.
Yeah. But they are all young talents and they're a little rough around the edges and they don't really have a defence. Like Trooster Kong still plays from right.
Yeah.
So sort of explains why they didn't get to the World Cup there.
Who's the goalkeeper? Is it what?
They've got like Wilfred and Ndidi.
Yeah.
In that side.
Is it a Okonkwo?
Okonkwo? What, the Arsenal youngster? I don't think it is.
No, what the goal?
Shall we have a look at the Nigeria?
Yeah, I reckon Nigeria squad. But yeah, Osimhen, I think it'd get between 10 and 15 goals in a debut season.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think the difference. I think the thing would be for me is his physicality and height would really help him.
Okoye is at Watford. Don't know why we're
That's
looking
the one. Okoye.
The Nigeria team. You've got
Semi Ajayi.
Well, that's probably you've got Trooster Kong and Ajayi at the back.
Calvin Bassey
to be fair as a baller. And Ndidi, Iwobi, Chukwueze, Frank Onyeka, Joe Aribo. And then up front, Moses Simon,
Osimhen,
Umar Sadiq, Cyril Dessers.
Look brilliant.
Yeah, look.
Dennis Terramofi. Really good side, Nigeria.
Yeah, strong little team, yeah. Osimhen or Tammy Abraham. Tornik, I think that's fairly nailed on at Osimhen, I'd say. Well, that's not even a debate in my opinion. Osimhen just looks a much more complete player than Tammy Abraham, I think.
Stronger.
Yeah, much quicker, obviously, but
better finisher.
They're also different profiles. If you've got brilliant wide players and you want to be crossing balls into the box, well, arguably even Osimhen's heading ability is better than
That's what I was
Tammy
going to say.
Abraham's,
But the thing is, for me, is Abraham isn't great at the ball at his feet, but can head. Osimhen can do it all. He's brilliant with the ball at his feet, brilliant in the air.
Yeah, he's got some aerial prowess, Victor Osimhen.
Really good at holding up the ball.
Yeah. I think Osimhen is just a better player than Tammy Abraham.
Osimhen's a really good striker. I wouldn't mind him at Chelsea.
No, but I do think 90 mil for a striker does seem quite extortionate at Chelsea.
When he is fit, we know how good he'll be.
Well, we hope he'll be at least. I think from what he's shown so far, there's definitely talent there with Breuer, but he's not. I don't think he's
the same room
quite.
as Cheek. That's 8 years ago, and he's still here starting.
Well, that's sort of very unfortunate with injuries. I'm just hoping it's not the same fate for Armando Breuer. But actually, if he is going to be injury prone, let's not ruin his career by just keeping him at Chelsea as sort of a reserve. Let's let Breuer leave.
Yeah,
go do his own thing. Because I think Armando Breuer in the Serie A would be one of the best players in the league, and also, I think he'd kill it.
He would be brilliant. Again, physicality would massively help him.
How much would United pay for Osimhen? A lot. How much do you pay for him realistically? Don't be like £1. Well, I think if it's Victor Osimhen, if 90, I would have said 90 mil going into this season. But I think if they win the league, they could push for 100, 110.
That's the thing. I look at
especially since Anthony went for 100 mil.
Yes, you can only go on a set, but if they get 100,
that's the problem now for United. Whenever they go in for anyone, because if I'm Napoli, I go, well, you paid 100 for Anthony, so we want 120.
Yeah, I think they can get at least 100 for Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, if you're Napoli, would you take 90 plus Martial?
Yes.
I think they'll probably take 90 to be fair.
Yeah, probably. But again, Martial, good finisher, physical. I think he has what it takes to do well in Serie A.
Transfermarkt says it's 70 million euros, but I think he's worth more.
I
think he's worth 70 million euros, but you'd have to pay more to convince.
Yeah.
Napoli to sell because they've got no reason to sell Napoli unless Osimhen's desperate
He's
to
going
leave.
to score 20 goals for us every year.
But I don't think Osimhen would force his way out of the club.
Or
Tony reckons 80 mil. Yeah, I think 80, 70, 80 mil is a fair valuation, but I think he would go for more.
Do you think some players would be happy to stay and build a dynasty in the Serie A? Do what Juventus did a few years ago. Win it.
The problem for
it's not really successful.
that is that
long term,
as much as you'll be a hero in Italy, you're not going to win. You're basically saying, I'm not going to win a Champions League.
But they might win a Champions League this year.
You're going to be paid half as much as you win the Prem.
True.
What's Osimhen's current contract? Does anyone know? If not, I will Google it and see if we can find it quickly. But because I reckon he'd make a lot more in the Prem.
I know said that Arsenal could take him, but what about... I know said United can take him, but what about Arsenal?
Okay, so he's on 112 grand a week, Osimhen. You're telling me he doesn't earn 250 grand, 300 grand a week at United?
But
that's why that's why everyone wants to be in the Premier League.
What do we say? Would Arsenal take Osimhen?
I think that's an interesting
Does he
thought.
work?
Possibly. The question for Arsenal is, do they need him? Can they justify a £90 million spend?
But I guess it's too much, isn't it?
Because
Nketiah cuts it.
Because Jesus and Nketiah are fine for now. You can
I
easily go and buy a young striker
I've him off
and
quite
just
a lot,
build
but
him up.
I think Nketiah could start every single game up front for Arsenal this Premier League season, and they would still win the league.
Well, yeah, and I think you've got to give Nketiah more minutes to give him a chance. He's done well in the minutes he's got so far.
But he won them the game at United. Simple as that. It was brilliant.
How much would you pay for Kvaratskhelia? Probably more than Osimhen, I'd argue.
I would probably bid 100. The highest, I guess you could also say, what is the highest you would go?
Fun fact for you, according to Transfermarkt, Darwin Núñez and Osimhen are worth the same amount. But that's interesting, because does that not just demonstrate that Darwin Núñez isn't as great as people think? Because value will come down to contract, will come down to the league you're in, will come down to how recently you transferred.
Yeah.
That your value goes up if you've just made a big move. And Osimhen's is still at the same value.
Yeah, give Osimhen the same amount of games that Núñez has got in the Premier League, that outscores him by double his goals, at least.
Napoli are not willing to sell Kvaratskhelia under 100 mil. Of course not. They're under no prerogative to settle. And they could definitely get 100 mil out of United, out of a Barca, or out of someone like that. So, and City, arguably, as well. I think are probably the most likely to go for him. Newcastle wanted him. City have Foden. Yeah, well, put it this way. If you play a 4-2-3-1 with Foden attacking mid, Kvaratskhelia on the left, get someone on the right, you've got Haaland up front. That's the best attack in the world.
Maybe 13 points clear at the top of Serie A.
And I think that hands them an advantage in the Champions League.
Even if Roma lose tonight, they are only 3 points off Inter in second. They're still
exactly. But if they were to win tonight, they're joint on points with second, which would be huge, wouldn't it?
I think it's a long way back from now, though.
Yeah, Mudryk is fantastic. Mudryk and Kvaratskhelia give me very similar vibes, and I feel like if Mudryk can hit the ground running as well as Kvaratskhelia has, then yeah, that would just be brilliant for Chelsea. My only fear with Mudryk is he hasn't demonstrated that world class finishing ability yet.
Yeah.
That Kvaratskhelia has immediately hit the ground and running and been able to bag a load of goals. We need to see some end product, because all the clips I've seen of him playing for Shakhtar, there is clearly a lack of goals and contributions. So
Mourinho did have a few
he needs to
words
add that
for
this
the
game.
referee at half-time.
Unsurprisingly, Mourinho is in Osato's ear.
But yeah, I think one thing just before we get into the second half of this game is that I think Mudryk is taking all of the light away from Noni Madueke. Don't write him out either.
I think Madueke is a good player, but I don't think he's a world class
I think he can outperform what people expect from him.
Oh yeah, of course. And I think that would be brilliant if he does. Sort of like a Willian transfer, goes under the radar a little bit, but still a strong deal.
Do I think he could come in this season and maybe get 10 goal contributions?
What, Madueke?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll play that much first season. I'd
like
considering his injury record, I would be hoping we use Madueke.
Yeah. I would like to think that Mudryk will get 10 goal contributions in the remaining games that we play this year.
Yeah, I'd hope so as well.
If
more
not,
than that, arguably. But...
Yeah, if not, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, probably. But back on Mourinho and the rest. Do you think talking to the referee at half time hands you an advantage or a disadvantage? Because I think if I'm on ref and the manager's just been in my ear like that.
I'm
On one
against
hand,
him.
I don't want to annoy him further, but on the other, I'm going, you're taking the piss here, mate. So I'm just
But also, no, but also as a
I'm not
referee,
interested.
if you annoy him further, then he gets rattled, you can just send him off.
Yeah,
He's out your ear.
exactly. So I don't know what
But if it was
Mourinho
Jose
having a go
Mourinho,
at you. Yeah, exactly.
I would maybe be inclined
That's
to
the thing. Would you just go, you know what? Let's just give him a bit here because I've been a bit harsh. But
But yeah, second half underway. Roma need to find a goal to level this game up. Napoli on their way to being 13 points clear and well on their way to winning their first league title in a few years.
yeah, I do think that Napoli being top of the Serie A by such a margin hands them a big advantage in the Champions League because they will be able to rest more in games knowing they've still got the league safely wrapped up. Whereas obviously other teams are going to have to be a bit more cautious.
El Shaarawy's on for spinners.
And there's no other team that has that advantage because Bayern are still Bayern are pretty much
Thing is though,
level with.
I know Osimhen's been good,
with
but
Union
even
now.
an injury to Osimhen wouldn't be a world ender.
No, because they've got Simeone, who's a fantastic player.
Kvaratskhelia may be a different story if he gets injured.
Yeah, because Politano isn't stunning.
No.
Napoli are going to come flying
That's
forwards
nice.
here. Kvaratskhelia plays it, they try to pump it long tactic, well, a variation of it. Roma throw. But, I don't know, sorry, Napoli throw. On the near side now, Di Lorenzo, with the ball in his hands. But, yeah. I don't know what. Champions League, because obviously, like PSG and Bayern, they're both struggling a bit domestically this season compared to what you expect of them. Barca aren't in the league anymore. Aren't in the Champions League anymore.
I think Liverpool get dumped out by Real.
Yeah, but Real also have the.
Yeah.
Well, I'd argue the other way round potentially because Liverpool have got
maybe.
That's all they've got left to play for.
Yeah.
Whereas Real still have the league and that.
I think
They might be a bit
Chelsea, Dortmund is just good. I genuinely. I think
Chelsea
Chelsea
should be
should
Dortmund.
have enough, but
Look how
Dortmund.
bad Dortmund look at times. I know they've
Look
got
how
Jude.
Chelsea look at time.
Yeah, but Chelsea I think will look a lot stronger, and they've got what 2 games now between now and the Dortmund match.
Yeah.
We'll of course be covering the Champions League live. We do have Chelsea, Dortmund, and Arsenal City on the same day. So
bit of pain.
yeah, no, I don't really know what to call it because as much as we'll do Chelsea, Dortmund, Arsenal City is the biggest game of the year. So we'll probably do the Champions League and just keep tabs on the Arsenal City game.
And also depends as well. I think if it was towards the end of the season, and if it was also towards the end of the season, maybe we differ. Also, the points gap by then, Arsenal could be a good 8-9 points clear of City by that point.
Yeah,
It could be down to
to
6
try and get
or
some
5.
guests on and do put both games on, and while we focus on the Champions League, also discuss what's going on in the Arsenal City game.
Yeah.
Could be an interesting thing to do.
I haven't guessed in a while. I have to guess
No.
on. Also, it's a bit harder in the winter because less people want to
Track.
It's easier in the summer when you can get people in here and it's quite nice and warm and.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
shouting
you can
what's
see that with like the World Cup and then the Euros comparison. The Euros, not only is it summer, but it's also the end of the school year. So more people, there's less going on.
People have got evenings free.
Yeah, like club football's ended.
Yeah,
for you.
Like someone could have Friday night if they didn't have like
We'll
a
try and
game
get some guests
Saturday
on
or
soon.
something. Like, come on, I still sat here and
Pellegrini.
streamed. Despite having a game on a Saturday, I'm still here.
Still Pellegrini looks for an option out wide. Finds Mancini, Zalewski, back to
good.
Mancini. Roma coming forwards. Can they deliver the ball? It's a big challenge.
Good defensive.
That's going to
duties.
get him back in there and helping out. Number 77. Do you think he'll change number next year?
I hope not.
Well, he sticks to it, yeah.
You can make the 77 iconic. Like Trent made the 66 iconic. Make the 77
Yeah, he's
iconic.
making it iconic.
Yeah.
That is one of the things I love. By the way, 1-0 PSG. Neymar's just scored there. Rem, from what Ekdal was saying, dominating the first half, but that domination doesn't
What
continue.
about Madrid Sociedad?
Oh, I haven't had a notification yet, so nothing's happened.
Have you got notifications of that?
I have notifications on for all of the top 5 leagues now
Oh,
because I just like keeping up to tabs, keeping up to date with everything.
Matteo will come in soon, hopefully, and tell us what's what.
Yeah,
Our Spanish correspondent.
yeah, we do need an update from Matt. Yeah,
We should need to get a German one. I think though, to be fair though, I think apart Liga and probably La Liga are probably the 2 leagues I don't keep tabs on. Like
Liga and La Liga.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest issue with the La Liga is that you can't watch it in the UK, so I just don't care.
That's the thing. Obviously, Bundesliga's now on Sky. Yeah, Premier League's obviously on.
And then you've got Serie A and League One both on BT.
Don't watch much Liga, no.
No, I keep
Never
up with it a bit.
I just like Serie A because there's so many teams battling for the top.
And then the Bundesliga is I think one of the most exciting leagues. Like every game is brilliant.
And this year is probably the closest we could get to Bayern being toppled. It's still
they're still top.
Yeah, I know.
They're still top by a couple of points. Neymar tapping. All right, thank you. Thank you for the update, Said.
Terrible footballer.
That's just not true.
He's not terrible, but it's just not.
Hello again. Welcome back to the stream, Cauliflower.
Hello.
Ball in, and they try to get a flick on from Cristante, but they can't. Matic plays it forward, headed away by Rahmani. Falls now to Cristante.
Oh, what has he done? Where's he going?
He's wasted an attacking chance there for Roma by just having a pop shot.
Just land on the roof. Christ.
Like he was just talking about BT Sport when Roma almost scored. Oh, did they?
Did they?
If you're talking about Cristante hitting it.
That was not almost scoring.
No.
That was closer to hitting us than it was going to the goal.
Yeah. Alex Murray.
Again, just under the radar.
No,
Who was before Murray? Ospina. Again, just what a second straight. Oh, big tackle from Smalling.
Now play continues.
It's not a foul, but everybody's all right. Smalling's gone back to check up on him. Absolutely.
Check up on him.
He has. He just ran back over.
Yeah, no, but Tyson just said check.
Zalewski delivers.
Tries to head it across the area. Should have just put it in the back of the net. Yeah.
Stefan, we doing, mate?
Yeah. But no, the check up
Wait,
on him.
Osimhen is still down, but Kvaratskhelia is running through.
Cristante holds him off well. It's good from Brian Cristante. It's out of plan. I think they might now pause to check Victor Osimhen.
Is it his wrist?
I don't know. But yeah, no, when you said check up on him. The up just amused me.
What's happening? Oh, I don't know what happened.
Oh, is it his ankle? Or his knee?
I mean, just go for goal.
It looks leg.
Why is El Shaarawy headed that across goal? Just head it into the goal.
Yeah.
It's just not
it is
good
his
for
ankle.
Mourinho still, I don't know what he's annoyed about now.
Might have rolled it or worse.
Oh, that's really bad. Hopefully he's alright. Well, not really bad. It'd be really bad if he was in 43 goals this season.
Well, that's just for Napoli. Doesn't mention the season.
I was going to say that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Well, Haaland's not too far off.
They've played 20 games. If he's got 43 goals,
I mean, it might be in all comps.
They haven't played that many more games. Unless he's got
He's on 13.
I was going to say, there's no way he's scored 30 goals.
That's in the league.
In the Coppa Italia.
He scored 42 in his career, and that won't account tonight yet. So 43 in total. Which, in the grand scheme of 81 games, I mean, it's almost a goal every other game.
I'm sorry, but surely...
Which isn't bad at all, but...
if Osimhen has been stamped on his wrist, gone down with another injury, and has a face as an eye mask on...
Would you not just,
bring him off? He's so battered and bruised, the poor bloke. Just keeps going.
So, just a comparison, by the way, Haaland's now scored 31 in 27 City appearances.
Haaland is ridiculous. City, I don't think they'll win the league, but FA Cup is still on the cards.
Yeah. We'll work out minutes per goal here on the fly.
City are very strong. Anguissa. He's still going, Anguissa. Oh,
flicks it back, which wasn't...
Just didn't look behind him, just kicked it over the best.
Probably someone there, isn't there?
Good from Lozano, dropping deep. Lobotka. Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, Haaland averages a goal every 62 minutes in the Prem.
That's every hour.
I should have just read the minutes per goal stat below minutes played. That would have been... instead, what I did was minutes played divided by the goal. I could have... Felt already on top of it. They're too good.
They wouldn't make you do that much work. But yeah, he is a machine.
Yeah.
We already knew that, though.
I don't know who could challenge him. Could Victor Osimhen be that guy? No. I don't think Victor Osimhen could challenge him individually, but I think if a striker like Osimhen was in the Premier League and was able to score consistently... But obviously he's not even putting up Haaland-esque numbers in the Serie A, so it's unlikely he'd do it in the Prem.
I think that is the thing for me. Mbappe can score as many goals as he likes, but Erling Haaland is doing it in the best league in the world, on the best stage in the world.
Yeah.
In every single competition he plays in, he dominates, he scores. No matter, he could play on the top of Mount Everest and he'd score.
Bit chilly though, isn't it?
He could play in the Sahara Desert and he'd score a goal.
Yeah, so in 197 appearances for PSG, Mbappe scored 175. In 27 for Man City, Haaland scored 31. So Haaland's over a goal per game, Mbappe just under it. Well,
and But again, saying what team Mbappe is it? If you put Mbappe in that City team, he scores nowhere near that.
7.84 football rating in League One this season, though. He's ludicrous.
That's League One.
Yeah.
He scores 5 goals in one game. How do you let that? How on earth?
Yeah.
Like, it happens in the Premier League once in a blue moon. It happens every week over there.
For comparison, Hans on 7.99 average football rating, so...
And he's in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Standards.
He's making the Premier League look like nothing.
Are we the farmers now?
Not the Prem. No, I don't think so. The fact that they're not even top of the league is what I find just mental. Lozano's away. Can he get it across to Kvaratskhelia?
Sure, he
does. Kvaratskhelia. The touch is
terrible
poor.
touch.
The touch is
And
so
from such
poor.
an informed player.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
And I think that's what Tonique is reacting to there. With
He
the
should have
no.
scored there.
We were giving him so much praise as
Yeah.
well, Kvaratskhelia, but he really should have done better from that
scored.
chance. Really should have. Roma goal, asks Exeter. Well, that was as good as a Roma goal, though, the fact they didn't concede.
Should have scored there. Kvaratskhelia. Big miss. And again, as I said, from a player that's firing all
The
cylinders
blocker.
this season, you wouldn't have expected to see that.
Di Lorenzo now. Looks out wide to Lozano. Lozano bringing it forwards. Samuel Anguissa back to the path of Lozano. He goes down.
He's tripped.
He's arguing he was tripped, and there is a red card in the PSG game. Marco Verratti sent off.
Not surprised.
Well, could that make a change? Obviously down to 10 now.
Who they playing?
Rem.
Oh, not a chance.
Mate, they've got Fuller and Balogun up front. He's been killing it.
Oh, yippee doo.
Yeah, that does say a lot that Fuller and Balogun's killing
Fuller and
League One.
Balogun's are killing it in League One. That man couldn't even breathe on a Premier League football pitch. Anguissa.
Yeah.
All intercepted by Dybala.
Cristante. Zaluski goes back to Mancini. It's poor from Mancini. Kvaratskhelia almost caught him napping, but gets away with it. Zielinski into Kavica. It's a good run, but he's cut off by Matic. And now Roma can bring it forwards. Is Lorenzo Pellegrini. Looking dangerous. Goes wide to Tammy Abraham. Abraham. Options inside. Will he use them? Goes to Pellegrini. Pellegrini takes it in his stride. Gets it across to Zaluski. Could he prepare a shot here? He will. It's not a great effort. And Abraham reacts very frustratedly there.
Abraham wanted in the box there.
Ajax manager got sacked. Yeah, I saw that. Not surprised. They're
Did you
fifth
also
in the
see
Eredivisie.
Aberdeen sacked their manager after doing 19 minutes after full time, and he was walking across the pitch with his belongings while the players were still on there doing a cool down. Felt so poor. Felt so bad for the poor sod. I think he's been battered 6-0, and then they go, "You're sacked." So
I saw a lot of Aberdeen fans saying this is
sat down.
completely unjust, but apparently the Aberdeen board go off stats as well. They like to use statistics like the Brentford lot do.
Not very well, clearly.
Well, no, then they weren't happy with his performance based on the, statistical side of it. But the Aberdeen fans were like, well, he's got some good results and stuff, so the board can do one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ajax won every single game of their season until they lost 2-1 the UCL to Liverpool. Since they've been really poor. Yeah, they started really well, wasn't it? Schroeder or something was his name, wasn't it? But yeah, they started really, really strong. Ajax. They won like
fifth now, aren't they?
They won like all 5 of his first 5 games, and people were going, "Oh, he looks mint." Ten Hag, who?
Yeah.
And then since then they've barely won a game, and they're 5th in the Eredivisie, which baffling. I've never seen Ajax so low.
No.
Ajax have always either been top or
isn't it FC
second or
20?
20 ahead of them. I think final top of the league, but it's between that. I don't know which one of those two tops the league, but they're both up there. I give PSV ahead of them.
Didn't Ajax play final the other week? Was that
Might
why
have
was it
done.
this weekend? That's why he's been sacked.
Potentially. I'll have a look.
Because I saw the atmosphere. I saw they didn't open training before the game, and the fans had up flares and everything.
Ajax are 4, final top.
They drew on
20
one
to
recently.
5th.
Drew on one final recently. Two games, a couple of games ago.
But
They're 4th, so he's actually done better. Last 5 games they're unbeaten. So why have they sacked him now?
he's not done great, and you sort of want to get your form together. There's now still have 2 games before you get to the Europa League, and you've sort of hoping new manager about and carry you past a Union Berlin side who are second in the Bundesliga.
Cracker.
Yeah, that's the Europa League I'm most excited for. People talk about this Barca Manchester United game, which I think is going to be really good.
Is that a game?
Yeah,
Nice.
It's that 32 stage, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So it's the same stage that
But I think that
Berlin
could be quite
and Ajax
dull.
will play. Potentially, yeah. I think that'll be a lot
Di
close.
the ball in.
I think that'll be a lot cagier. Whereas I think while
Actually,
Berlin
goal,
Ajax will be
goal,
close,
goal,
I think
goal.
yeah.
No, I genuinely expect the aggregate score to be like 5-3 in the end.
Yeah, I was going to say 5-4, but yeah. Something like that could work. Final win the league and Ajax don't even get Europa League, that'll be the worst season ever. Yeah.
But I think Ajax could get Champions League by winning Europa League.
Lozano could come inside here now.
Yeah, nothing's really happening in the game at the moment. Napoli just enjoying the ball.
Tries to get back to Lozano. It's cut out by, is that El Shaarawy? Love the number 92. Have a Shaarawy Roma shirt.
Here he comes, 2-on-3 for Roma.
Last year. Can he find someone with the pass? He does. Picks out Pellegrini across to Zalewski. They can make something happen here. Puts the ball into a good area. Just ahead of Tammy Abraham. Abraham should really be clocking onto that and making the run forwards.
But it's a Roma throw. Kim clears it. Who's that warming up for Roma?
That is Andrea Velotti.
Forgot he's
joined on a free at the start of this year from Torino.
Haven't seen much of him.
Do love a free transfer, don't they, Roma? Matic came on a free.
Yeah.
So did Dybala and Belotti from that window. But in seasons before then, they've brought in Smalling on a free, I think. It was a loan and then a free, something like that.
Yeah, or a loan and a buy.
Yeah, but it certainly wasn't a very expensive buy.
No, Pellegrini.
He's brought down, and that is going to be a free kick.
I think that's the first free kick he's given to Roma.
I also don't know what on earth this Roma formation is. Are they still? Is it the same? Because I think it is, but just Zalewski and El Shaarawy just a lot higher than Spinazzola was. They almost look like they're wingers, and then they've got like 2 attacking midfielders and a striker. It looks like they've got 5 up front, and then everyone else at the back. Similar to sort of what City are doing in a way. Think about it.
Yeah.
It's 3-2-4-1 in attack.
This is kind of a 3-2-4-1.
But then instead of being a 4-2-3-1 in defence, it just becomes
this is more of a 2. This
3-5-2.
is more of a 3.
3-5.
This is more of a 3-2. I don't know what I'm about.
4-1.
When I'm head over by Chris Smalling, and he's gone down injured, and so has Kim. But they both just kind of collided into each other.
Every good Juventus player. What about them? Do you reckon they'll leave? Because I guess. Mentioned Chiesa, Di Maria, Bremer. There's definitely players there that could be available for cheap prices. Kostic, forgot about him. Could be a steal for a club looking for a left wing back. But yeah, we should see what happens. Obviously with them.
Corner to Roma, chance to equalise. Ball in. It's not a bad one.
Cristante!
Big hand from Mere.
It's huge from Mere. Take away from about 3 different Rome players.
Roma on handball.
Waiting to put that in.
Ball back in.
From Pellegrini. Kim
Falls
heads
to
on.
Smalling.
Chester. Ibanez's shot is blocked. It's out for another corner. Armani responds by kick. Very angry. Very
Napoli just holding on.
Roma are active. Yeah, Roma are starting to put a bit of pressure on. Starting to look dangerous. And that's a big hand from Mere to stop it.
Doing his handball. Oh, no.
No, it's a shoulder from Osimhen.
Didn't get to see it. No, it's the other one. I'm not going to see it now. Smalling does well to knock it to Ibanez, but yes, big block.
Yeah.
From the Napoli defence.
Yeah, a little fortunate there.
Ball it's going to be delivered by
Dybala again. We just saw how much trouble one of his deliveries can cause.
I think they are checking it, you know, the handball. They are checking
They are having a look. Potential handball.
We
Potential Roma penalty.
I mean, they appealed for it. We didn't actually get to see the replay, so they're going to check it.
And
no, corner's been waved on.
Check over. Did it hit? No, I'm not going to see the replay again because there's a corner being taken. And now Napoli could break. Lozano. And they're coming forward. And there's 3 Napoli players on 2 Roma players. He's got options to his left or right. Could he go alone? He does go alone. It's a massive save. Rui Patricio. What a stop.
Huge save. And I mean, from a really good corner to a penalty shout for Roma. The other corner was poor on the counter. Lozano,
and he's been left exposed there completely. Rui Patricio pulls off an absolutely marvellous save.
Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous.
Absolutely marvellous indeed.
Now it's a Napoli corner. Chance them to extend their lead. Serie A haven't worked out the graphics yet. They've lost theirs.
Oh, yeah. They're doing check overs and stuff, and they don't know how to find the scoreboard again. But it is going to be a cross now for Napoli.
This is strange. No one's in the penalty area for Napoli from this corner.
They're all on the edge. Presumably they'll come
and they're all
bursting in. They are now all flooding the box.
It's men everywhere.
It's a good delivery, and Smalling clears it.
Shocking.
It was fun to watch, though. It's like watching birds migrate.
Might have to try that in my next game.
Looks on the
Yeah,
edge,
all team has to stand in the area.
Kim's
and
down
then
holding
you
his
can
shoulder.
run.
This would be bad for Napoli.
They're going to kick it out.
I think Samuel Ghi's just going to keep playing.
No.
There we go. Realises what's going on and rolls it out.
Hopefully Kim's alright.
He's holding his shoulder, and this would be a massive loss for Napoli. I don't know how this was caused.
Oh.
Gets barged by Mancini.
That's not nice.
Not only is it hefty contact, but it's also not a nice landing for Kim Min-jae.
It's a brilliant run from Lozano. This is a counter-attack. He just sees it open up from him, takes it right. I don't think he needs to do that.
He opens up his angle a little more, but his shot isn't... He needs to arrow it more. It's just too much of curl. Yeah,
exactly. Loop it in the
it's like a cross.
Yeah.
Whereas if he just
smack it.
arrows it into one of the top corners, which has got no chance. And that's the difference between Lozano and the other forwards. He just doesn't pack that powerful strike. He doesn't have that same sort of goal scoring prowess that Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen have. But still, a brilliant player to watch. But he does just
really
lack that finishing touch.
He's brilliant on the international stage. Kim's alright. He's back to his feet. He's fine.
Yeah.
He'll be alright to carry on.
Good.
Fourth official's telling Kim to come down to him.
Yeah.
And Smalling just to go knock it back to Mere after Napoli kicked it out. And play will resume. Ball goes long from Mere, looking for Osimhen. It nearly runs through all the way to Kvaratskhelia if it wasn't for Mancini. Good turn from Zielinski. And Gisa back to
Zielinski now to Di Lorenzo. Can he pick out a pass? Goes out wide. Lozano could cross. Does cross. Osimhen
heads over.
Sort of chests over there.
Kind of behind him. Did well to even get it towards the goal. To be honest. Lovely. He loves a flick, doesn't he, Anguissa?
Yeah. I like Zambo Anguissa.
Yeah.
Wish it had worked out for him in the Premier League.
Oh, Match is possessed by Zambo
and
Anguissa.
Now Napoli have that ball high up the pitch. Zielinski rolling around with Mancini on the floor, and now that's brilliant from Dybala. Does really well to hold the ball, and Roma now could come forwards. Matic, space to work with, could release El Shaarawy on this left hand side. Does chested down by El Shaarawy. Gives it to Ibanez to Matic. Matic, could he pick out a pass? Finds El Shaarawy again in a wide area. Stefan El Shaarawy
tries to cut in, can't.
Matic. It's headed away by Kim. Falls to Cristante. Dybala tries to get on the ball. Cristante now can knock it back.
Roma's still in this game.
They definitely are. Yeah, they definitely are.
Matic into Pellegrini to
Abraham. Dink ball, but it's claimed by the keeper. Way too close to the keeper.
Should have. When he's that close,
I think he's just tried to get the ball into the box there, without much concern. Mary or Patricio? It's got to be Rui Patricio for me. Yeah. I think Mary's a good keeper. I think he's done well this season, but that could just be form. He's not done it consistently. Whereas obviously Patricio, still now, even as a keeper coming towards the
he's wrestling. Sorry,
end of his career. Yeah,
that's
a yellow for Victor
wrestling small in there, and then kind of kicked out of him as he went past him.
Murray, in X's opinion, if you're talking this game, he's had a better game arguably, but
there's more to do, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. But I
big stop from Spinazzola in the first half was just kicks out a bit there. Osimhen, yellow card for him. And 2 changes for Napoli. Elmas, the Macedonian, going to be coming on for
Elmas.
Mario.
And the rest got a rush Rui off the pitch because he's taking a sweet time.
Well, no, I think it'll be Matthias Oliveira. Yeah. For Rui and Elmas will be coming on for Lozano.
Wow, you'd imagine Lozano or...
No, Lozano's standing right there, so it'll be Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, it's going to be Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Interesting call that, but I guess they just want to rotate fresh legs and also give their talented wide man a break. I think he was going to walk across the pitch. I think that's what the ref had to do. He had
a good game though. Kvaratskhelia.
Was now anticipating the Ruben Neves will leave Molineux, Exeter said. I just don't see where he goes.
Back to Porto.
I think United would be an interesting one. I think he could definitely play in the midfield alongside Casemiro.
Mancini.
I would have said Arsenal
Poor
before
ball
this season. I
forwards.
think he'd fit that Xhaka role really nicely.
Yeah.
Would they spend 50 million on Ruben Neves? I think it makes more sense than spending 100 on Caicedo, but...
Oh, Portas Rangisa. And Roma win it back. Pellegrini. Good turn. Uses Sharare.
Sharawi has Dybala up in support. Abraham in the box as well. Tries to put it...
poor.
He puts it at Dybala's
Put it behind him. Try to
running
put it in
legs.
stride. Just put it behind him.
Fulham in talks to sign Alexander Virgin. Toffee targeting
Finds
move to sign
Osimhen.
Antonio.
Can he beat Smalling? Slows it down. No. Oh, he's going to try and beat him all. That's a
And
terrible
Osimhen,
shot.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
gonna get a yellow card
reckless
as well.
yellow card. Neves is linked to Liverpool, I know, but he wants to go to Barcelona who don't want him. Yeah, I want to go to Barcelona as well, but I don't think if I turn up, they're going to let me play for him.
Yeah. Yellow for El Shaarawy.
But Neves Liverpool would work perfectly.
Yeah.
I think if Liverpool were smart, rather than splashing 150 mil on Bellingham, they would go Neves 50 mil. They would pick up Manuel Ugarte from Sporting Lisbon. I think he's a fantastic player for around 40, 50, 60-ish.
Yeah.
And then for a more sort of attacking option, I don't know, you could play Harvey Elliott in that position, which I think would be not a great idea. Obviously, Bellingham would be the perfect fit, but that's if you're going to have to spend 250 mil on a midfield then.
Napoli free kick. Ball in from
It
Zielinski.
goes all the way through. I thought maybe that would make contact with. I thought Elmas might be able to get on the. Oh no, Oliveira, sorry, at the back post, but he just can't quite get anything on it.
20 minutes to go then.
Who's a perfect? I guess Pellegrini maybe at Roma could be a good shout, but you're going to have to pry away their captain, who I don't think will ever leave Roma. Similar to like Totti.
20 minutes to go then. Who do you see winning this one? Or do you see Roma getting back into it, or
That's
do you
the
see
problem. I
Napoli
think
winning?
Napoli should be comfy now. They've only got 20 minutes to survive. They look the stronger team. Roma have had chances, yes, but I think even if they score, Napoli have the ability to get another one.
You're saying
I think Napoli will
hold
just about edge this year.
on. Okay, then I'll say that Roma will equalise then.
All right. You might be about to be right, because here comes El Shaarawy. Releases Pellegrini. Tries to stop for
Releases
Abraham.
Abraham.
Abraham can't quite get there. Mary comes
You felt like
flying
you
out.
forced it a bit there, Pellegrini. You could have carried on running.
Yeah. No, it's 50 mil now, man. His contract expires since I think 20 mil is how much he costs. Really? I don't know what his contract's like. Let's have a look.
So Declan Rice is available as well for any teams that want
If
him.
it's 6 months, just wait and get him on free.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Abraham's down injured after running, holding his hamstring. That's not good for Roma. Belotti might be called into this game.
2024. So he's got a year and a half.
That was quite
20 mil still cheap then. But 50 mil definitely. I think because he'd had that, for more importantly, Kate is the only Liverpool midfielder who's any decent in that Mazzala role, but he's very injury prone. Yeah, but Ruben Neves is. I mean, I'd play him more as a playmaker rather than a Mazzala or a box to box. But
and Smalling kicks it out because Abraham is back down injured.
You're going to play midfield three. You sort of have Ugarte as your
come off.
DM or as your either as an anchor or a ball winner.
Just
and then
running
you have,
for that ball there. Just that's where the fastest ran all night. Just feels his hamstring go.
Who've they got? Oh, Velotti, of course, yeah. That is a bit of a downgrade, but he's still a goal scorer. Andrea Velotti. He can still get goals. He's going to have to do that tonight now if we're going to get anything from this game. You fail.
Yeah, Abraham off, Belotti on.
And that is unfortunate for Tammy Abraham. You could
brilliant finisher.
Never nice to see hamstring
Andrea
injuries,
Belotti,
but
always
not
good
the
at Torino.
quickest.
Yeah.
Never say 18 months, yeah.
But lacks a bit of pace.
That's the thing though for Ruben Neves. I don't mean definitely going to wait till the summer now, aren't you? But and then you can probably get him 40 mil maybe, but I think 20 mil is a bit mental.
Well, that's good from
He tries to release. Belotti
Belotti's
doesn't come off.
Though.
Thiago's the playmaker box to box. Yeah, but I wouldn't start Thiago, especially not long term. So you can rotate him in now, but I'd have Neves and Ugarte as deeper options, and then you bring in another Mazzala. Di Lorenzo. That's well cut out by El Shaarawy.
Here's
Sorry, by Ibanez. El Shaarawy. Ibanez. Back to El Shaarawy. It's messy though. And Lobotka comes away with the ball. Dybala wins it back. Ref says play on. I think he's completely just in that. Dybala. Could pop one off from there. Chooses ups against it. Would have been ambitious. Matic comes inside, lays it off to Cristante. Now he can play it wider. To Mancini, gets the ball back now. Brian Cristante, Matic. Now with Jimenez. Sharawi inside. Matic. Still Nemanja Matic. Looks out wide. Zalewski.
Easy overlap.
It's ball in from Mancini. It's headed away by Rui. Zalewski delivers. It's home! Roma have done it! It took them a while, but finally, the ball from Zalewski finds El Shaarawy at the back post, and Roma have found an equaliser through Stefan El Shaarawy. And as someone who owns his shirt, and in the away strip, I'm buzzing to say it. Wow. That is a big goal.
But might have just said.
No, I think I jinxed it by saying that Roma won't do it. And that's a brilliant ball. We've given Nikola Zalewski praise all evening. But that ball there, sensational. And El Shaarawy able to prod it home. You do feel that maybe Napoli defenders should have done more there. Armani and Kim both can't get to it. Lozano then can't do enough to hold off El Shaarawy, who sort of just prods it with his studs home.
Well, are we now set up for a brilliant final 15 minutes? Should be an absolute cracker.
Tornique celebrating the goal. And actually, that's surely you're a Napoli fan. Yeah, I was expecting with the Kvaratskhelia.
Come on, man.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh no, unless that could be a frustrated. Oh, come on. Yeah, I get it. There we go.
Changes Lozano and Osimhen off for Raspadori and Giovanni Simeone.
Because come on, could we go for you? Oh, come on. Come on,
man. Get in the game. Come on.
Yeah. You both did that in the voice of a coach that we both know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Gotta love an inside joke on the show, but Rahmani Kim goes to Rui.
I mean, we know what Mourinho's been saying. We know big header from Shaarawy. How does this end now? Are Roma going to go on to win this, or will Napoli get their lead, restore their lead? That is a foul from
Simeone goes down. Silly. By the way, Simeone is on in place of Osimhen.
Yeah, and Lozano for Raspadori.
Johnny Cass, why Osimhen's on, yeah. Well, I guess maybe fresh legs.
As I say, Raspadori as well coming on.
And I think he's moved to the left, and they've moved Elmas back over to the right. Because that's Giacomo Raspadori there, I believe. And he is better off the left. And yeah, Elmas is on this right, so yeah. They have made that switch when they brought on Raspadori.
Napoli, 14 minutes to try and find a goal.
Di Lorenzo.
Don't need to win.
Elmas gets it
this
forward.
would only mean they're 11 points clear. Oh, shimmy timbers, they're really in trouble.
Simeone.
But now
knocks out wide.
As it stands, Roma put themselves into the top four.
Yeah.
That is a foul.
Down goes Elmas.
Oh, big tackle.
And now Roma can break.
No,
no, they definitely can't.
Pellegrini
he sort of run into Di Lorenzo, and we see it all the time in the Premier League. You run into someone that's given us a foul, but
that one isn't. I know it's a Henry, but Referee stopped it because he literally saw what happened.
Real Madrid vs Real Sociedad is 0-0 in the 66th minute. Roma was to let that go, and that's going to be a Roma goal kick.
Wasn't he just small to smack into the poor
lobbed a cameraman. Yeah. As soon as someone scores in that game, Matteo went into the chat. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah. Deserved equaliser? Yeah, I'd argue so. I think Roma looked.
Yeah.
Roma looked really good in this game. They're
There we go. Speak of the devil. Speak of the man.
Oh my god, yeah. Someone the stream, Matteo. We're just talking about you. He said to be fair, even with the draw, Napoli are like 11 clear. Yeah. Matteo might have been in chat already then, just waiting for Real Sociedad or Real Madrid goal.
Yeah, Roma obviously. Berva. Eduardo Berva.
Bove? Is it Berva, is it?
I think so.
Oh, right.
Or Bove, might be Bove. But Berva.
Yeah, if it was England, it'd be above, like Dove.
Yeah, Bove.
Just for a laugh.
Might be Bove. I think it's Eduardo Bove.
Yeah. Could be Berva. Who knows? If you do know, make sure to tell us.
I could be completely wrong.
You know that random number 52 is that's about to come on?
My FM22 Roma squad.
But you've already called him something different to his name. Did you Google it at the time? Did you get him on the phone? Hello, how do I say your name, mate? Have a conversation. Elmas. So the Real Madrid game's been absolutely horrific. Oh,
Fair enough. That's why you ask your honest
our
views.
Spanish football correspondent.
Oh,
Anguissa coming forwards.
He's
Loses out.
such a joke, man. He's just 99.
Who's that Anguissa? Yeah. What rating should have given on FIFA this year?
God. If I see a 9. No.
That'd be brilliant though,
That'd
wouldn't
be
it?
the day where, EA's gone completely mental.
Imagine Sam Anguissa wins a Ballon d'Or.
Oh, do you know what? I'd buy a Sam Van Geese shirt. I'd buy a shirt.
Well, obviously you would. It's Sam Anguissa.
Oh, it's brilliant from Elmas. Was he fouled?
That's the most theatrical foul I've ever
I
seen.
think that's soft again. Here comes...
Dangerous free kick. You're spot on there, Tonic.
Here comes Burv or Burva. Or Bove. Or Bove.
Or Bove.
Beauvoir.
It's definitely not Beauvoir, is it?
Here's the Roma goal. Zalewski.
It could be, actually.
Brilliant
I don't know who he
bowling.
is.
They were checking that he was onside, but
Oh.
he was definitely onside there.
What about a mile?
Oh my god, they weren't. And brilliant finish from Stefan El Shaddadi.
Even Wrexham vs Sheffield United better than the Real Madrid game. Even Wrexham were playing better than Real.
Wrexham,
Yeah. Go with though.
they were brilliant. Paul Mullins, what a player. Good free kick though for Napoli here. Good opportunity. Osimhen on the bench now, watching on.
Brilliant from Ramos. Yeah, he does really well there.
Not sure it was a foul.
That's a Daniel winger. No, but that's why it's brilliant. Because how on earth we got a foul from that, I don't know.
Ref putting the wall in place. Roma players aren't happy about it. They think it's too far back. It's not though.
I won't spoil you guys. Thank you, Tonic. Yeah, we do have a little bit of delay sometimes, thanks to Sky Go. And yeah, there's a laser in Patricio's eyes. Brilliant.
So this goes in. We know why.
Yeah.
I think the site was pointing that out, saying he's not going to blow his whistle until he sees that there's nothing in Patricio's eyes. I think that's what he's just running over to say.
Yeah. And it's like, it's all right, Matt. Don't worry. I'll get in the way of it.
Yeah.
Daniele Asarte.
Just saying he won't blow his whistle until he sees that there's nothing. There's nothing. They put it away now. So clearly,
I do think laser pens. Surely we should be like getting rid of them from football stadiums. I think it's mental. You can go into a football stadium without there being any sort of check.
Straight into the wall.
Like if you go to a concert, you go through like an electric, like an airport scanner.
Yeah.
Everything gets checked. You have to be incredibly careful. But football stadiums, just for whatever reason, they just go, whatever, take one.
Or they open your bag, look inside, and go, that don't look dodgy. We'll just let him in.
Yeah. I don't think they'll do it, but I do think that the sale of alcohol in football stadiums, if it wasn't a thing, as much as it would probably cause a lot of backlash, it would be. I think it would make the game a lot nicer.
Yeah.
But like, there's going to be a lot of 40-year-old blokes who are very upset.
You're ruining my football.
Yeah, well, not even 40, just anyone between the ages of...
Your drinking age.
Yeah. Up to about... even 80-year-olds are probably having moaned about it.
Infuriated.
But like, look at Qatar. I mean, we don't praise it for many aspects of the tournament, but obviously, I think the lack of alcohol...
That's not a foul.
Available
was but that is not a foul.
Beneficial. Anyway, here comes
he take his bib off.
Beauvais or Beauvoir.
Please, I think we call him Bove. Should we call him Bove?
Yeah, we'll go for Bove. So he's coming on for Pellegrini. Mancini will take the armband then for the last 8 minutes.
That's falling apart there, the armband.
Pellegrini's coming off for Bove. I'm calling a last minute Di Lorenzo goal, says Matt. Yeah, alright, yeah, let's get our late predictions in. I'm going to say nothing happens.
I'm going to go 2 on Roma then. It's all different.
Wow.
And Tahirovic is coming on for Matic.
Tornik surprised by that Di Lorenzo shout.
I'm not surprised that he's surprised.
What's the score going to be, guys? And who's going to get that all important goal if there is one?
Then. I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 Belotti.
Yeah. All right. I was deliberating 1-1 or 2-2. Do I go really out there?
2-2. Imagine the scene to now.
Ball forward. Zambo Anguissa brings it down with his knee.
I forget him. I should have said him.
Elmas.
Own goal. No, he doesn't score own goals. Good football, Anguissa. Got to caught his feet, but he's still got it.
Forza Raspadori.
Oh, that's poor.
I do love the high numbers in Serie A.
Yeah.
Like, Rashford is 81.
Dybala
Can't really bring under control. Anguissa.
Can't step overs.
I'll say Simeone just like he did against Milan. Fair enough, Tornique.
He scored it against Liverpool as well, didn't he?
Giovanni Simeone, yeah. I don't know. Can't remember. Probably.
Yeah, 'cause that's the game we watched.
Yeah, but they were already getting smashed by Kvaratskhelia at that point.
He scored the first.
Oh,
Kvaratskhelia
yeah.
got 2.
I do remember now.
No, 1. Then Zielinski got 1.
Back when Milan were good. Yeah, well, that seems to have come with Milan's injury, right? From what I've heard. Seemingly Milan's downfall coincides with them having no more Milan and instead having tartar sauce between the sticks. Tartarasani.
He wasn't too bad against Chelsea, Tartarasani.
I wouldn't be too bad against Chelsea either, though. Especially the Chelsea that was playing at the time.
That was Tuchel Chelsea.
And the fact that Milan still lost says a lot.
Yeah.
So lost both games, right?
They lost to Tuchel Chelsea.
Equally, Reece James in the side there.
No, they didn't, did they? I'm chatting absolutely rubbish.
There you are.
Because Potter's first game was Salzburg in the Champions League. We drew
Which was the
at home.
second game of the Champions League campaign?
Yeah, because Tuchel lost to Zagreb one.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think we lost to someone in the Premier League after that, and they went, that enough's enough. I've seen enough. I've seen Mislav Orsic run through on goal and beat us 1-0. Here's Anguissa.
Goes out wide. Raspadori back to the Bocca. Come on, again from Tornique, willing on the Napoli team. Zielinski, Simeone! Oh! Whoever said that Simeone is going to grab the winner? I believe it's Tornique. You're absolutely spot on. Giovanni Simeone with the all-important strike. What a finish as well for the young Italian. What a strike. What a goal. Napoli 2, Roma 1. And that should be all 3 points staying in Naples. Roma, they fought valiantly.
Absolutely.
But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. You'd imagine at this stage, Napoli finds the all-important likely winner.
Why old Osimhen came off and Simeone was brought on.
I think it was Tornique who then said, Absolutely
belter.
called it.
It's just brilliant play from Napoli.
Yeah.
From one side to the other, the ball, just what a turn from Simeone, and he just looks up, he sees the goal, brilliant effort, brilliant strike into the top right.
You
can't afford to give him
no
that much room.
hope for Patricio. I mean, he's at full stretch.
How can you allow
Can't
him
even get
to
a
bring the
fingertip
ball
to
back down, turn, and then get a strike of that ability off? It's not great defending, but take nothing away from that finish. And now Roma have 4 minutes to find an equaliser. Again.
Oh, and X has completely called this again with a 2-1 prediction.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said 3-2. If it is now 3-2 Napoli, I deserve something.
Yeah, I know.
Smalling.
Mental.
Ibanez.
No, if it's 2.
Oh, it's
this
sloppy.
game ends 2-2.
Simeone. Here come Napoli. Looking to put the game to bed.
Oliveira.
Yeah.
Zielinski. Raspadori now back to the Polish central stalwart.
Roma still going. Still applying the press.
And I said Napoli will get a chance to take it. You're spot on there, Matteo. Spot on. Pep friction rule yet again. Yeah, well done, X said. Anyway, Mancini gets the ball forward. Now Bove, I believe it is, on the ball. Another youngster coming off the bench here, number 62.
Your recreation of our reactions to that goal.
Simeone's a perfect sub, yeah. And that's what Napoli have built, is this... it's not just a brilliant start.
Heads it down to Bove! Oh, he skied it.
He buried that.
If he hit that top corner,
that would have been brilliant.
we're on the pitch.
Yeah, I will drive to Naples to get on the pitch. Welcome to the stream, Leif. You've joined at a perfect time. Well, almost perfect time. If you joined,
for him today, so
you've missed some brilliant. You've missed some brilliant
what
moments.
a finish this is. Watching the replay.
What a strike, Simeone.
Brilliant strike from a brilliant player.
And Mourinho can only watch on in despair.
He's not easy.
It's all right, Jose.
Who's this chucked on?
Not a clue, but Cristante's off.
Volpato, Christian Volpato.
Sure it's Christian?
Yes.
Just checking. Not just making it up.
No.
Like when you said earlier that, you know, John Jones.
John Jones
scored for Wrexham. So it was James.
I saw Jay Jones. I took a gamble. I knew he was British.
I thought that was some impeccable Wrexham knowledge.
John Jones. Was his name James?
Well, it wasn't going to be Jerusalem Jones or something. It
Well,
was from
double
Wales.
S, isn't it? James Jones. Just doesn't work, does it? Silly name. Should have been John.
Whose side are you on? Tornique, purely neutral. I mean, I love Roma. I love Jose Mourinho.
I just want to see a good game of football.
But yeah, at the end of the day,
And we have seen that.
It's not
and
like
still.
I love them as in, you know, well, Jose I love, but Roma, we've been to Rome, seen a game, good time, but I don't have a massive
game we've seen it.
I have a massive preference of which of Italian club.
We'll have to
I enjoy as a
more.
neutral.
Oh, who's that? Shirai's having words with Di Lorenzo. Fourth official on the pitch. We're on the pitch. Everyone's on the pitch. Mourinho's on the pitch.
Mourinho's not on the pitch. He's disappointed. He's now on the pitch.
No, he's still on the pitch.
No, but he is in the wrong technical area.
Fourth official's on the pitch.
Fourth official's stopping Mourinho going. Oh, he's gone into the other technical area. I mean, that's a dive from Di Lorenzo.
That is a dive. Cheating.
He knows what he's doing. You can see it on his face. He knows exactly what he's doing there.
No way it's the ref giving a...
He can't believe it, the Napoli manager. He's a waffle merchant. Mourinho will have him, though. That's going to be brilliant.
Yeah. He's giving Napoli free kick.
Remember when Roma lost 6-1 to a club with a forward slash in their name? What, Bodo? We went and watched them against Bodo.
We watched the reverse fixture.
No, we watched... So they lost 6-1 in the group, so we watched them again in the... We watched them when they played them in the courts.
Yeah. And they won like 4-0. 6 minutes out of time. 6 minutes.
Was it 4? I think it was 3.
Might have been 3. Good game, mate.
For Patek to both. Now Roma can bring it down the right. Can they do something with this last 6 minutes? So 6 minutes is meant. Oh, that's a terrible pass, and Simeone is in. Oh no, there's a lot of Roma defenders, unfortunately, but he's coming forwards. That's well dealt with, and it's one back again. Here's Oliveira. Can't get it across. Still with the ball. Simeone! Big save from Patricio. Out for a corner. Don't know why he cleared it that way.
Trying to put the game to bed.
Yeah, almost like Oliveira and Raspadori fighting with it. I thought it was Simeone, but it was Giacomo Raspadori getting a shot away, a goal there. Big save with the feet from Rui Patricio, put out for a goal kick for a corner kick by Roger Ibanez.
Oh, Gattuso ran away.
Not Gattuso, mate.
Oh, I had a shot there, haven't I?
That is so poor.
What's his name? I'll get it. I won't get it. What's his name?
I was just going to wait till you get it.
Oh, what is his name? And Ndombele.
Tanguy Ndombele, that is a shout.
What's his name?
Throwback.
What is that? Oh, please just tell me. I'll give it a no. I'll Google it then. We're a minute into the 6th.
Yeah. Deliberately not showing you now.
Yeah, Napoli. I don't think Roma are going to get a goal. I think this is all. I think we're done for now.
Spalletti. There we go. Well done. But yeah.
Like, Spinazzola was on 6.1 before he came off. Patricia's on 6.1. That's hard.
Mattio's saying 3-1 now. I'm calling it. X said, if this stays 2-1 on prediction, God, still not as good as my Argentina versus Netherlands prediction. No, that was sensational, X said. That was sensational.
Well, I'll do predict. He predicted the 3-3, didn't he?
No, 2-2.
2-2.
And then Argentina went on pens.
But it was 3-3.
What game did I successfully predict that was mental?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It was 3-3.
I got a good one.
Because of 2-2 at extra time, then was 3-3 at extra time, then Argentina went on pens. Obviously, the final, exactly the same. No, 1-1. Then went to pens.
Can't remember what
No,
game
2-2,
was, but I swear I absolutely smashed one. Florian Balogun's levelled it for Rem in the last minute against PSG, the 96th minute. Wow. And that means that Lens are only 5 points behind after drawing to Troyes yesterday.
This is why PSG win the league, because other teams don't know how to play football. How do you draw to Troyes?
Yeah, 1-0.
Take the R out and it's toys.
And they drew a Strasbourg a few weeks ago, and it's just Lens, man. You're trying to fight PSG for the league, and you're trying to Troyes. But that's a big goal from Florian Balogun. I told you he's on form. He's on fire this season.
But yeah.
That'll be his 12th for the campaign.
Okay, in a minute.
He's done really well.
Header up, can it fall to Simeone? No. 3 minutes for Roma to try and find a leveller.
Just shows that actually, if you give Arsenal talent some game time, they do play well. You know, look at Eddie Nketiah. Look at Balogun now. He's actually playing for a team.
Can't find Volpato.
Donnarumma, you shall not time waste. Yeah, I saw he got a yellow, didn't he? About a minute ago. But wow, Donnarumma.
Oh. You know, PSG trying to time waste.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Di Lorenzo and Dombele clears it.
Very late from Roma to find an equaliser now, but the ball reaches Bove. He's lost
The difference in this game has been the subs, I think.
Volpato.
Because while Roma were able to make a brilliant sub bringing on El Shaarawy, other than that, they've had nothing from the bench.
Volpato, Bove, Benotti.
Yeah, they've brought on children and washed up oldies. I mean, El Shaarawy was sensational, but other than that, no one's done anything.
Long ball up, headed away.
Well, Napoli have brought on game changers and brilliant players.
That's
Oliveira, Raspadori, Simeone.
Foul on Ibanez. Ref says yes. Roma take it quickly. They're gone.
El Shaarawy bringing it forwards. They're still very much in this game. They've just got to find a goal. Zalewski, Volpato.
He's running backwards.
Hold on to it. Goes now to Ibanez. There's no one in support. Everyone's gone forwards is the issue. And I think, both does well to hold off on Dombele there. Ibanez is the only one back. Everyone else has gone forward and they've lost possession. How have they? The one thing you've got to not do when you're doing this is lose possession. Mancini throws it forwards. Ibanez. Dybala gets it into Volpato. El Shaarawy. Into the box. Dybala brings it down.
Ooh.
Tries to flick over a few people. They've lost possession. Both wins it off and off Anguissa. It's zipping about. El Shaarawy. Napoli are trying to... The subs are trying to call for anything at the moment. All these handballs. But it's just hitting Roma's players' chests. And now, trying to get a ball into the box is that Stefan El Shaarawy. No, it's Volpato. Zalewski. Volpato. Can they get it in there? Still going, Volpato. It's a corner. A big leg chance here for Roma.
This would be something, wouldn't it?
Well, it's the 95th minute now. There's only 10 seconds left of what was allotted for additional time. This would be a late goal if they were to get it. Patricio's in the box. They're trying to get everyone forward here. Dybala.
Want an equaliser.
Delivers. It's headed away.
Terrible corner.
Instantly. Back in there by Volpato. Lobotka tries to get something on it. Napoli want time called.
Long throw.
Ibanez.
They've got to go for it now.
El Shaarawy has to put it in the box. Puts it in the box.
Headed on away.
Doesn't come
How
to anything.
Many more minutes
Dybala.
Why am I looking at
gets it in there.
Like,
Bove can't get there.
Bundled over, Bove.
It's out for a Napoli throw.
The whole Napoli bench is stood up.
Everyone's there. They want free kicks. They want everything.
Hands out like that.
What
Anguissa. Can he clear it? No.
Ibanez goes down and then they play on and now Napoli are running away.
Simeone.
This is brilliant.
Serie A. This is Serie A. It's finest. Quality. And there goes the whistle. There goes the whistle.
Wow. An intense barrage of attack there from Rome at the end. I thought they might do it, but they didn't quite.
Man of the match.
Napoli run out winners. Who's your player of the match to start?
That's a good question. I'll give it to Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, fair.
Did really well. Had a good game.
Yeah, considering the injuries and that. I'm going to go for Frank Zambo Anguissa. He ran the midfield today. He controlled it. He looked brilliant with the ball, confidently, with the ball well. And yeah, deserved win for Napoli. A good performance. Roma, though, I think they'll be a little annoyed they didn't get more out of that. They fought like gladiators of the old Rome today, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow, that was poetic. Vita Drury, call me up if you need some advice. Right. We are back in 2 days with streams. We've got Carabao Cup midweeks, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Second legs will have finalists.
Yeah, and then we will be doing a podcast as well coming out Wednesday. We'll record that tomorrow, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. And then, yeah, other than that, predictions Friday, streaming next weekend. We've got a double up on the Sunday, so look out for all that kind of stuff. But for today, that is everything. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.